I
Well,
am
hello, y'all.
just doing one thing. So once we start, we'll do introductions. But anyway, I'm Sean. I heard a lot about you, Mickey.
Yeah, good things, I hope.
Yeah, from text messages anyway, and I listened to several of your episodes, so I feel like I already know both of you a little bit.
Mhm.
Although we've been trying to figure out where you are located, Mickey, because Nikki has been prominently saying Canada. And I heard one episode where you were like, well, I've been to Toronto once.
Yeah,
So,
no, no. I'm born and raised Georgia boy. I'm from the South. I'm near
Mm.
Atlanta. I'm not
o-
quite out in the boonies.
okay,
But I'm not in Atlanta.
okay,
We
okay,
do have a press kit if you want it. It has all that information on it and what you've
okay,
been up to, all sorts of crap.
cool. Um, okay, hold up. Let's go ahead and we just start our happy hour with a little video. So let me get to that and then we will get ready to start. Oh, but you know what I forgot to do? Be nice if I actually put the audio. See, when you try to do everything appropriately, it never works out the way it's supposed to.
I mean, you know,
It's part, it's part of the process.
best laid plans, you know.
Oh, from his father's side?
We were gonna take him there, but Virginia was put on the list
Where is
of
that?
the
That's an old
states
video of
that
us.
can't. I mean, not
Oh, Lord have mercy. What is going on, people? On people. All right. And let me put that sound off. All right, excellent. All right, now we can do it. Peeps, and welcome to Peeps Street, the cafe. All right, so we are doing a live stream of our weekly happy hour here at Peeps Creek, the cafe. But we are joined by some special people that we've found and hopefully we become good friends with eventually if they continue to have conversations with us. So I'm Sean. For those of you who don't know, but you should already know, normally I'm joined next to me with Christian, but Christian is visiting family. So he's not here today. And then over there in Virginia Beach, we are joined by Denise. Say hello.
hi everyone.
And then we are going to go to, you all probably can't see my screen, so I'm just going to go the way that my screen shows. At the bottom, is it Yamil?
Yes, sir. You can just call me Dino for today.
All right, Dino for today. How are you, Dino?
I'm great. Can't complain, man.
All right, thanks for joining us. Where are you located, if you don't mind us asking?
I'm actually really close to Austin, Texas, about
Okay.
15 minutes west.
All right. What's the weather like there?
Well, weather by Sybil, it was about 30 degrees last week, 60 degrees this morning, and then 70 degrees midday. So you pick.
Wow.
It's like jacket, sweater, shirt. You pick which one's gonna happen today.
And then to my left on the second column of this grid that I'm looking at is Nikki. Say hello, Nikki.
Hi. Hello.
Nikki, where are you from?
I am from British Columbia, Canada. Well, I'm an immigrant, but yes. I'm up here where it is cold.
It is. What is the weather?
Mm, in Fahrenheit, I think it's like 40s right now.
Ooh,
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
maybe in low 50s. We did have some sun today, but I live in a rainforest and it is cold.
Oh yeah. I can only imagine that. And then next to her is her partner in crime, Mickey. Is that
That's
right?
me, true criminal, right here. Hello.
Mickey, where are you from?
I am from the Atlanta area, down here in Georgia. I'm born and raised. Never lived anywhere outside of Georgia.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Right now
Are you loving it?
Ooh, not nowadays. not with everything that's been happening in the social realm, but
yeah.
And during election time, my gosh, Atlanta itself is a fairly liberal area, but everywhere else is just a mess.
Yeah.
From my perspective.
For your perspective, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
We don't want to. We don't. We're a nonpartisan organization.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But
Nonpartisan.
if you listen to many of my episodes or any of my episodes, I'm pretty sure you can figure out where I go. All right. So, Dino, do you do a podcast at all now?
No, I haven't done a podcast in a little over 2 years. I kind of co-host every now and then. But that's pretty much the only podcast I've ever really stood behind would be my own, which was Sarandino's True Talk. It didn't have much I had about 4 or 5 episodes. But we covered a little bit of everything from fitness to you're talking about military stuff because I'm a vet. So if you guys got any questions like that, I'm your guy.
All right. So, and then Mickey and Nikki, you all have happy, not crappy, right?
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
Tell the people what your podcast is about.
Well, I want to before Nikki gets into it, because I know she'll get into it. I do want to ask her. I know the answer, but I want to ask her for your guys' sakes. Who came up with the name for our podcast?
my child Cat, my daughter, came up with that name. I told her what our little theme was, and she said happy not crappy, and walked out of the room. So
Aww.
Just dropped the mic right on it.
How old is she?
She is 13.
13.
And she did ask, she was very upset that I didn't write it on the website, that she came up with the name. And so I'm going to have to go back and edit that.
Yeah, so she going to sue you.
Yeah. She's like, I need credit. I need credit for this. All attitude, that one, but I love her. But yeah, happy not crappy. We are a fun, interactive look at what's going on today, but it's the odd, absurd, and uplifting news that you're gonna miss in a week. That with everything else, you're gonna miss out on this fun, silly stuff, and we want to bring it to you in a fun way.
Right. So we're not like naive with the news that we cover. We try not to like sugarcoat anything like that. We also are trying to avoid the things that are putting people on edge nowadays. So it's not like I've definitely dropped an F-bomb here and there on the podcast before, but at the same time, we're trying to talk about a guy in the episode that's about to drop. We talk about a guy who rides from Poo Poo Point in Washington State to Pee Creek in Ohio, and is on his way to Pee Island in Newfoundland. And he's doing this. So he's, and again, talk about it in our newest episode, but he rides 69 miles a day on this 5,000 mile journey.
On purpose.
Wow.
And he's doing it to raise money for, on purpose. He's doing it to raise money for the Yemen relief funds. Like he's bringing relief to Yemen.
Okay,
Got you.
nice. And so this is just, is he doing it for a certain set period of time, or is this just ongoing?
Until he gets there. Yeah,
Until he gets
69
there.
miles a day until he gets there. At the time we covered it was about 2 weeks ago. He had just made it to, what was it, Poo Poo Creek?
Pee Creek in Ohio.
Yeah,
he just made it there in August, actually. So, and it was late coverage on it, but he's still on his way, I assume. And the borders are closed, so I don't think he's going to make it to Pee Island anytime soon. But
Yeah.
Oh my God. And and so how do you all find what you're going to talk about? Do you just scorch through the internet, or people say, I think someone sent you something sometime?
We love it when our listeners go ahead and send us stories, because that's the best way. That interaction is exactly what we want.
Right.
And we love it when they send us their own personalized stories. Whether it's something as simple as my sister had a baby, or my parents, get to move into their house, or some of them have, more in-depth stories where about the criminals who went back and returned everything they had stolen. We have we love having that interaction, but we also spend a lot of time in the news world anyway. We love to be informed on that stuff. And we also navigate toward the positive sites that have that news. So something like positivenews.com. HuffPost has a
never heard
positive
of
news
it.
section. New York Times has uplifting news sections. And you can target your view to that and get more of that information instead of all
Oh, gotcha.
yeah.
Yeah, we spend Tuesday evenings recording. Thursdays we meet at the same time, but we don't record. We just look up stories and laugh, and we're like, hey, I'm gonna get you on this coming Tuesday because I just found something fucking hilarious. Sorry, am I allowed to curse?
Yes, I curse all the time. Hello, duh.
All the time.
Dino, do you have any aversion to cursing? Let me check with the people.
Oh, you're gonna ask the one military veteran here
Right.
who's got a problem with cursing.
So you are
Ask
good.
my wife.
All right.
Ask my wife. That's all I'm gonna say.
So
That's so funny.
Jamie just joined, but he's making food, I guess. It looks like.
Yeah, we get the opportunity to watch. It looks like.
Yes. Hopefully he shares. Can you share it virtually?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
What are you guys doing?
We are just sitting here enjoying happy hour. How about you? What are you doing?
Yeah, just relaxing after work, making dinner.
All right. What are you making?
I think we might have lost them.
What are you making,
sorry.
Jamie?
Oh, there
I
it
had
is.
another call.
You're fine. You're popular.
Sausages and peppers. Nothing
nice.
fancy. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Unfortunately I can't. I'm pescatarian, so I can't participate in the sausage, but I can participate in the peppers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. So and then we're joined by Jackson.
Howie. That's my friend
Howie. Oh, that's Howie.
Yeah.
So I've heard so much about you, Howie. All right. We can't hear you.
Oh yeah.
Now we can.
No.
Okay. What's going on, y'all?
Hi, Howie.
Hey.
All right. So Howie, let's catch you up very quickly. We got Nikki up here. She is from British Columbia, right?
Yes.
She is in the cold parts of Canada. We have Dino, who is in Texas. What city again, Dino?
Austin. I'm closer to Austin, right in the middle,
Closer to
Central
Austin.
Texas.
All right. And then we have Mickey over here. Mickey is in near Atlanta. Are you in Atlanta proper or outskirts of Atlanta?
So there's around Atlanta we have the phrase we have inside the perimeter, outside the perimeter. There's 285 runs around it.
Okay.
I'm outside the perimeter. I've always lived outside the perimeter.
Okay. And Jamie, where are you?
I'm in British Columbia too.
Oh wow.
Oh, nice.
Neighbors.
Look at this.
You really could share me
International.
your dinner.
What part of BC are you in? Vancouver?
Vancouver Island.
Oh yeah. I'm in the Kootenays.
You're in Vancouver? We're neighbors.
No, I'm in the Kootenays.
Oh, the Kootenays. Oh,
Yeah.
no, I don't know where that is. I've only been here 3 years and I've been on the island the whole time.
Very other side of BC. You know how BC goes out on a diagonal?
Yeah.
Very, very corner. So like 11 hours
Yeah, man.
Oh, wow.
away.
Wow.
Well, it'll be a while, so
Look
keep
at
it
that.
warm.
So let me ask this. We failed to do this initially. We normally tell each other what we're drinking. So I stick to what I normally drink, and you don't have to drink alcohol. You can drink water, you can drink tea, you can drink coffee, whatever you want. I am drinking on 1792, which is a whiskey with some splash of Red Bull, sugar-free Red Bull. All right, Denise, what are you drinking?
I'm actually drinking coffee. It's almost done, but
Okay. She must have had a rough day because normally that cup is not coffee.
I did. We had 3 games today, so I am tired.
Mm-hmm. That's what happens when you sign up for that kind of stuff.
I know.
Dino, what are you drinking? Oh, I saw you lifting your cup.
Oh yeah, I'm drinking some vodka and orange juice, and I'm double dipping with some agua.
Okay, it's nothing wrong with that. Vodka and orange juice. Any particular brand that you prefer?
Nope, the lowest shelf I could reach.
All right. Well, there you go. What about you, Jackson? I didn't see you lift the cup, but maybe there is one near you.
Right.
Oh,
So
Howie.
yeah, I don't have anything right now, but I'm gonna be headed to the kitchen in a minute, and I probably will make a Moscow Mule.
Come on, Moscow Mule, cocktail entrepreneur over there.
Let's do it. Let's get it.
And just for the record, his name is not Howie. That's just how I call him.
Yeah, I know. You told me before. All right, Mickey, what are you drinking? I haven't seen you lift the cup yet.
No,
So
because
it might be agua?
right before we came in, I killed a bottle of water. I can't drink for a very specific reason. I don't know if I should get into it, but I'm not allowed to drink.
Okay, that's fine. You don't have to don't get into all of that. But if you want some tea, some orange juice, or some water, make sure you just grab it.
Yeah,
What
I'll
about
hop out
you?
and grab it.
What about you, Nikki?
I am drinking whiskey straight. A nice little.
I saw that. Trying to put me to shame.
My
No.
wonderful friend gave me this for my birthday. We are both Raiders fans. And this is funny to me. We were just talking about swearing. My whiskey is called Swear Jar. And on the back,
I've never heard of that.
it's a authentic Canadian whiskey. I've never had it before. I bought it
Oh,
special
wow.
for this occasion. And on the
Well,
back,
look
it
at
has
you.
a chart for how much every word cost you.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Follow it. By the end, you'll have enough to buy your next bottle.
See, she's got more hair on her chest than me, because even when I could drink, I would drink it on the rocks, but straight, I couldn't do that.
Me either.
That's what I'm saying. She put me to shame. I'm over here with all this ice in here,
No, it's
watering
good.
it down
You just
with
have
Red
on
Bull.
the flavor.
Man,
I know.
I even do like a splash of water with some whiskey. I mean, whiskey was my drink of choice. I'd do a splash of water with it, but just straight.
And
you know?
Jamie, are you drinking anything, or you're just cutting up what you need to make
I
your
got
dinner?
nothing. No, nothing right now. I didn't know
All
I
right.
was supposed to be drinking.
It's a happy hour. It's virtual happy hour.
Oh man.
All right. So I have
Oh.
Howard is over here. Now he's over here getting him something. Okay, so I have a poll for you all. It should pop up. It's anonymous. I won't know who answered. But the poll question is, how often do you change the bath towel that you use to dry off?
Oh gosh.
Okay, there's not my answer here.
Pick something close.
Every time I use it.
Every time?
Oh my God, every
I
time?
never use the same towel twice.
How
That's
much?
way
laundry
too
do you
much.
do?
Way too much.
I know, but I don't do it like I don't know.
Does it
just
wig you out?
happens. Huh?
Does it wig you out? I feel like this is something I
No.
should know about my co-host. Is
Yeah,
how
it
often
is.
she changes her bath towels.
All right. So
Well-
we someone didn't. Oh yeah, now we're good. So I can't vote. I guess because I created the poll. They just cut me off.
No,
So-
then your answer has to be public. You got to tell us.
I am going to tell you.
Okay.
So we have 2 people say at least once a week. We have 2 people who say 2 to 3 times a week. We have 1 person who says maybe twice a month. I think I would go into the realm of a combination of maybe twice a month or when it smells.
Wow.
Unless it's a white towel. If it's a white towel, then I would change it every other day.
Because then your dirt will start to show, right?
Yes. 'cause
Exactly.
then
Somebody might.
and then I can see it. Then someone
Yeah.
might be like, "What's going on here?" Yeah.
See, I
But if-
understand that.
No.
'Cause
So here's the
you're
real
only
question.
using it when you're clean, right?
Yeah.
There
that's-
shouldn't be
so-
any
so-
dirt on it.
Here's the real question, though. Here's the real question. If you were assured, my camera's down here. If you were assured that no one else would see it, would you still change it as like often as you say you would with a white towel? Like if nobody was going to see it?
Good
me?
question.
Yeah.
Yes, you.
Nah, probably not. It'd be like, it's my body. Like I showered. I know I showered. But sometimes it's like water costs a lot. Like laundry is expensive.
Oh my gosh.
I think
And
as
I
long
hate-
as you're washing right, you shouldn't have to worry about it. I hear some people don't use like a washcloth or a loofah to clean their bodies, but as long as you're washing right, it shouldn't be an issue.
Now, I will say that I used to be growing up, we had to use some kind of washcloth. It was, I would get beat if I didn't. But as I grew up, I kind of ditched the towel, and then I went to like those scrubby things but sometimes I feel like it's actually taking off your skin.
Mhm.
So,
It's called exfoliating.
yes, but yes, it's supposed to be exfoliating.
No, it does
but I
hurt.
don't think you're supposed to
playing
use it
around
every day. Yeah, it is. It's pretty annoying. So I kind of like I switch. Sometimes I just use the soap.
You talking about those scrubby gloves? Is that what you're talking about? Have you seen those?
Yeah, I've seen those. I actually had some, but I didn't like them. Like I used them once, and then it's just weird. It's almost like using those dollar store dollar winter gloves, and I just don't like it. It feels weird.
See,
it just seems odd.
My girlfriend turned me on to the scrubby gloves. I still don't use them all the time, but they're kind of nice, right? Occasionally, but like she turned me on to the scrubby gloves. My roommate is my girlfriend's best friend. Her boyfriend came over, and she also turned him on. I know. Tell me about it. We'll talk about it later. But my roommate turned her boyfriend onto the scrubby gloves, and he made the mistake of cleaning his unmentionables with the scrubby gloves, and that's just too harsh. And that was just too far. That was just
yeah. See, that's the thing. The thing is, it makes it appear as if you could use it for everything, but I don't think I don't even know if there's a disclaimer on it or not. In regards to how you use it.
If there was a disclaimer, then you know that it's because somebody in specific got at them about it.
I didn't share these results. Sorry. Okay. Now there is a second question. See, I thought about this, and when you see this, Mickey and Nikki, I think it will sound familiar or seem familiar.
Uh-oh.
All right. Are y'all ready?
Ready.
After eating your cereal, what do you do with the milk?
Oh my God, they're not gonna like me.
There is only one right answer.
There is only one right answer.
Yeah, there is.
You Dino.
I listened to that episode and I was like, oh, they're not gonna like
All right,
me.
here's the result. Hopefully you all can see it. One person says pour it out.
Who the hell said I don't use milk in cereal?
I have to know
that was
who
not
you are.
me. That was not me.
That was
you don't use milk?
I don't eat cereal.
Oh my God. Hey, that's okay. So that was a fake out.
Yeah, because some people use water, and I'm like, I don't know how that works. It just
All right. So the better question to ask is, when you did eat cereal, what did you do with your milk?
That's true.
Yes.
That's a good question. So when I did eat cereal, I would pour it out. It's something about all of that sugar in the water that's just disgusting to me.
Oh Lord, just
I'm
eat
with you,
yogurt with
Howie.
granola. No, just eat yogurt with granola. If you're gonna waste the milk, eat yogurt with granola. Screw cereal. Cereal is not for you. It's just not for you.
So
we have problems.
I like what I like.
Yogurt with granola is bomb though. I love me some Nature's Valley
Me
with some
too.
vanilla yogurt.
Nature's Valley.
I try to do that. Like I would go to, I don't know if you all have this in Canada. Maybe I do Whole Foods. And I would go and buy the granolas that they sell for like $19,000 per pound. And I would buy like what's that yogurt that's supposed to be better for you?
Oikos or something. The Greek.
Yeah, the Greek yogurt, right?
Yeah.
I would buy it and I would try to throw that stuff in there. It's nasty. First of all, that yogurt, it's so thick
Yes.
itself. And
It
then
is.
you try to add the oats in there. It's like, I feel like I'm eating that old Elmer's glue paste.
You've got to go with the Yoplait source. It's low calorie still, so you get that, but it's really thin, like regular Yoplait, and so it's a lot more. It's easier to mix all together and stuff.
Okay.
But I was gonna tell you, I know what Whole Foods is. I'm from California.
I know. I heard that because you rescued some dogs from California.
Yeah. Both my pups.
See, I've been listening. See?
and Halcyon is our logo for
She
was our
was.
logo.
She
I
was.
changed it
Recently
last
got
night.
a new. She was our placeholder for a while until we got the logo sorted out.
Yes, I saw that little dog on there, and that's the only picture that you all have on your Instagram page.
It is, because we are not very active there, but I will be, I promise, if we ever get a follower.
Okay, so I think I've admitted it on a recording once for an episode. I don't know if it made it into an episode yet, because we record like 2 weeks out, right?
Yeah.
So but I'm like not a very social media ingrained person. Like I'm just not very in it. So I'm not afraid to admit it. Nikki handles our social medias.
Except for Instagram.
No,
does
except
she
for
handle-
anything. I just got it
But
started.
she should be fired.
I
No,
am
I'm just
going
not-
as fast as I can.
People at the moment, since we're strictly an audio business here, people don't know our faces, but they know our voices. Well,
True.
listen to us so far.
True. Jamie, I didn't get to ask you, do you do a podcast? Do you listen to them?
No. Oh, I listen to them all the time.
What's your
No, I
favorite
don't do one.
podcast?
It's called Criminal.
What's that? Happy Not Crappy? Really?
I haven't listened to you. I'll have to check it out. That's what your guys
Criminal is
is
good
called?
though.
Shameless.
Yeah, we're happy, not crappy. But Criminal is good though. Criminal is hella
I'll check
good.
it out.
What is
It is
Criminal
good.
about?
I don't know how to describe
Is
it.
it real
This woman
crimes?
yeah, she investigates them, and it'll be anything from like the 1800s to present day. So it's really cool. And then she goes really deep in the background research and that. Yeah. There was the one that got me hooked. It was about this guy who hijacked a plane in the 80s.
The guy, and they never found them. That one.
Yeah, the 200 grand.
Yes, 200 grand.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, that was like a sideline of it.
Yeah.
But then they interviewed this guy who got caught. It was awesome.
Nice. I'll give it a try. I love criminal podcasts. Like I listen to a lot of so I fall asleep every night to Forensic Files. I've seen every episode at least 100,000 times. Like if I don't have Forensic Files on TV, I'm not going to go to sleep. So, and I listen to the podcast. I know exactly what's going on. Every episode, even though I'm listening to it and saying it, I know what's going to happen, but I keep listening to them anyway. Howie, you're going to drop off. That's fine. Come back whenever you want. He wanted to change to a CPU. All right.
Yeah.
So here's another question I have for you all. And everyone has to answer.
Okay.
What 3 shows can you not live without seeing? TV shows.
Ooh, this one's easy.
Who said it's easy? Nikki, then you go first. There you go.
Okay. Star Trek Lower Decks, Star Trek Discovery, and Star Trek Picard.
These are shows?
Yes,
Not
all
movies.
3 of them came out in the last 2 years. Star Trek Discovery is just on its 3rd season, and they're amazing. I've been watching every episode. I watch them as they air. Star Trek Lower Decks is an animated version, and it has Tawny Newsome, who I'm completely in love with right now. I mean, I'm always completely in love with her, but she is amazing, and she's in it. And then Star Trek Picard just finished its 1st season earlier this year, and they're coming out with their 2nd. And it has Picard in it. You can't not love him. So when they're on, I do not miss an episode.
But it's 3
different
Star
shows.
Treks. Are they different?
3 different shows.
And they're totally different. Plots are different. Characters are different.
Not even in the same
And
timeline.
And what channel do they come on, or network?
It's CBS. It's all through CBS. So CBS All Access. Lower Decks just finished.
That's $9.99 a month.
I'm not a criminal or anything. I wouldn't know how much it costs, though.
That's CBS All Access. That's
I don't know what it costs.
About that. Okay.
We don't have it, but I know what channel it's on. And then Picard is also on whatever those channels are. I don't know.
Okay. All right. So we have the 3 Star Treks: Discovery, Lower Deck, and Picard. All right. And then what? Who wants to go next?
I guess I will because my list is short.
All right, Dino.
All right, we got 3. Any UFC event I'm gonna watch for the most part.
Okay.
Adventure Race is the second series that I like watching, and Main Cabin Masters. It's weird. I like watching people build stuff. So
What's the name of it? Cabin Masters.
Main Cabin Masters, yeah, they build they go out usually. Forgot where they're located, somewhere in Michigan or Wisconsin area. Main Cabin
They're
Masters.
in Maine, aren't they?
Yep. Well, they do houses all throughout that little pocket, but for the majority, it is Maine. Correct. That's why they're called Main Cabin Masters. They do houses all throughout that little pocket, but for the majority, it is Maine. Correct.
Yeah.
That's why they're called Main Cabin Masters.
Wait, what is that?
I don't know.
Echo.
Yeah, I hear that too.
Does someone have it on one of the? Okay. Is it gone? Yes. All right.
I think so.
Now, Adventure Race. What channel is that, or what network? Do you know, Dino? You're muted.
Travel Channel.
Travel. Okay, I like that. And that's also for Main Cabin Masters.
Nope, Main Cabin's gonna be on Discovery, I think.
Discovery. But you know, Discovery, they're all owned by the same company, right? Travel and Discovery.
I'm tracking.
Yeah. All right. See, tracking. That's military. I used to work as a civilian for the military, and I used to hate going to meetings to be like, people be like, "Are you tracking?" I'm like, "No, I'm not military. I'm not tracking. Are you tracking?"
Like a VCR.
All right, Jamie. What 3 shows can you not live without?
Well, actually, building off the grid, which is kind of like Main Cabin
I
Masters.
like that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Survivor.
I've never watched it.
Embarrassed. Really? Yeah. And
My
sports.
grandma's super into that one.
Any sports or hockey or any?
Football and hockey. Yeah.
Football and hockey.
NFL. Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Mickey?
Okay. So my number 1 TV show of all time, and it has not aged well, I will give you this, is Scrubs. Scrubs all the way. Favorite.
I've never seen that episode, but I
It's-
heard it's so funny.
It's gosh, it's really funny if you can get past like the first 3 seasons. It ran for 8 good seasons, had a 9th that sucked that nobody talks about. It ran for 8 good seasons. But once you get past like the 2nd or 3rd season, it's really good. Number 2, I'm kind of between Stranger Things and Game of Thrones on this one, to be honest. I know Game of Thrones is over and there's no rewatch value with that, because you go back, you already know all the twists and turns. Stranger Things is still ongoing, so like for me, right, I guess Stranger Things. And then 3rd, I have my doubts that anybody here is going to be as much of an anime nerd as I am. So I'm gonna go with FLCL as my favorite, is one of my favorites. It's an anime. It ran for only 6 episodes in the early 2000s, late 90s, and it was so unique. It was a great big metaphor for coming of age for the young male character, but none of it made any fucking sense at all. And if you watched it without understanding it was a metaphor, it seemed like some nonsense giant robot fighting, like mutant crap happening. It's just so weird. It's so weird. But I watched it.
FLCL?
FLCL, yeah. And I watched it when I was like yeah, I watched it when I was like, what was I in 2000? I was 8 in 2000. I'm 28. And I was just entering like this I was like 8 or 10, 8, 9, maybe 10. I was just entering that period of my life where like the coming of age was making sense to me on this level that I didn't understand. So the show really spoke to me.
Okay.
Aired on Adult Swim. And I own all of the streaming services for these shows.
Okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I just, I'm not trying to throw any, shade at my co-host, but I own the subscriptions to those. So
it's okay, Nikki Boo. We got you. We're not gonna report you. All right. Howie, what 3 shows can you not live without?
All right, so 3 shows. So the first show I'm gonna have to say is like the HGTV renovation. I don't know the formal title, but I love those shows.
Okay.
Secondly, I'm gonna have to go with The Wire. You know, The Wire is a classic.
I've never seen it.
Oh yeah, Wire is a classic. And
That's HBO, right?
Yeah, HBO. And one of the more recent shows that I've watched is Godfather of Harlem, which is pretty good
that's
as well.
good. Yeah.
I'm
That's
gonna go
good.
with those 3.
All right. And Denise, what about you?
So anything in the ID channel. UFC, Dino. Did you just watch Silva and Hall?
Yes.
Yes, UFC, football, and Friends. I always watch Friends.
That's 4, ma'am.
Oh, that's fine. You can go with 4. Friends.
Friends, I've never seen an episode of Friends.
Oh my gosh, I can tell you the episodes off the top of my head.
Yeah,
See,
no,
I'm glad somebody else went with a sitcom in their list.
Yeah, no, I'm good. And my favorite, the 3 shows I cannot live without is My 600-Pound Life.
Oh yeah.
Gosh.
My 600-Pound Life. Where are they now? And Forensic Files. Those are my 3.
So 2/3 of your list was My 600-Pound Life.
Yeah. Look, if they came out with a My 600-Pound Life, We Coming Back Again show, I'll be there watching it.
Yeah, but you won't watch Friends. All right.
I would not watch Friends.
If it makes you feel any better, my grandmother's right there with you. She is watching My 600-Pound Life every time it's on.
Y'all don't watch that show at all?
I don't.
I think I watched it once when I was in a hotel because there was nothing else to watch.
Oh my God, Dr. Now is the man. Like,
I specifically took my grandmother out to lunch when she put it on one day, and I think she got the hint. So when I came over, she would put it on, and I'd be like, "Let's go to lunch." It became a habit.
yeah, no, I love that show. I like it. Comes out on Wednesdays. It's 2 hours, and everyone knows not to bother me. Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Yep.
It's still
I am
running.
on it. Well, waiting on a new season, so I'm trying to see. They need to hurry up. I was on there today trying to figure out if a new season came on.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
In the current, environment with all the,
restrictions and all that. Yeah.
Well, I know not even the restrictions, because I can see the medical services in a documentary getting by with that, but more the social stuff where they're like,
Yeah, the whole fat shaming movement that
exactly. We've had to be really careful about that.
Well, the show's not bad. It's actually not. I'll give it this. It's not that bad about fat shaming. It's more about learning about how people who are incredibly obese deal with regular everyday life. It's not actually that shame. It doesn't shame them hard.
No, I don't think so either. And it also, I mean, I like those shows mainly because I love the doctor, but I also like to see the trajectory of the stories and to see the struggles and the overcoming the struggles and even the setbacks, because even if I take it out of the fact, I'll just say this very clear. Okay. I have body dysmorphia. So I always look at myself and I always think I'm bigger than what I am. Right. Which probably is why I like it. And I probably need to be sitting talking to my psychiatrist or counselor versus you all about it.
Hey, but we're here.
But I do have that. And so maybe part of that is just looking at their stories and trajectory and trying to figure out in my head, that's not even close to where I am. But I don't know. I really like the show. I
was going to ask, just out of curiosity, when you see the people who are on the show and they don't make a change, so they go through whatever it takes to get this major surgery and they have all of this support and they still refuse to make changes, how does that affect you? I mean, is that too far?
It doesn't. No, it's not too far. It doesn't affect me necessarily. I just get pissed off at the fact that they have all these resources available to them and given to them to help them, while there is another candidate probably who was told you can't be on this season, who probably would have did much more to try to get to where they needed to be. Um,
Right.
and also, you know, at a time when I was watching, I was single. And the other thing was, it's like, how all these people, every episode, they all got a relationship. And I ain't had one. And I'm like,
They probably
so
don't
I
choose
was
a lot
also
of
trying to figure
people
like,
who-
what?
Yeah, they probably don't choose a lot of people who are going to
Yeah.
have to go through it alone. That's a hard road. I've had a weight loss surgery. That's a hard road.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to go through anything alone in this
No,
life,
but
really.
you know, but inevitably, almost every time, once they get the surgery, their partner leaves them because most of the partners don't want them to lose weight.
That's right. They have their own insecurities.
That's what happened to Patrick
Yep.
Stump.
Who's that?
You guys know Fall Out Boy?
Yeah.
Lead singer of
That's
Fall
a
Out
group.
Boy.
That's a group. Yeah.
Lead singer of Fall Out Boy, Patrick Stump. When they started out and they first made their success. I'm kind of tongue in cheek here, but this is a serious story. Patrick Stump, when lead singer of Fall Out Boy, they first blew up. He was large. He was a larger gentleman, overweight. I think he probably bordered on morbidly obese. The band broke up. He lost a ton of weight, tried to go into R&B. A lot of former fans of Fall Out Boy came to those concerts, hated the music because Fall Out Boy was like mid 2000s emo music, right? A lot of the fans came to the concert and they heard the music and they were like, this is shit. This is what we wanted to hear. And then they'd scream at him after the show. They'd be like, we liked you better when you were fat. And it was just awful.
Oh,
Awful.
wow. That sucks. Yeah,
I mean,
that sucks.
Look at what Adele's going through too. She's going the complete
absolutely.
opposite.
Yes, true. Yeah, that's true. Did you all happen to see her on SNL or
No.
catch any clips?
No.
She hosted SNL, I think last week or 2 weeks ago. And she was taking jabs at herself about the weight loss. But a lot of people were coming after her about her weight loss, which sucks. It's like, if that's her journey, if that's her perspective, let that be. Like,
It's hard being a public figure, really.
it
honestly.
is. You get, it is.
Well,
It's
and then
annoying.
you see people like Lizzo, and Lizzo gets heat both for being big and confident and not trying to lose weight, and for being healthy and exercising. And I don't see how people can hate her for both.
Can't win,
You
for
know,
losing.
because she's incredibly fit and a big woman. And I mean, I don't know. I get really, really furious about it.
Yeah, I don't know much about Lizzo. I just have happened to come across some of her captions. And for me personally, she's just extremely tacky in how she does it. The way she does it, it just
another
doesn't-
argument entirely.
yeah, it just doesn't scream confidence to me. It just screams tackiness.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that because it's just like she kind of brings me back to the hood when I talk to her. Like when I hear her or listen to her, she bring me right back there, and I'm like, man, I was like, I like you at a distance. Stay
I
over
think
there.
that's great for people who aren't there now. You say bring you back there, but for people who are there now, people like my sister, for example, who is the person who introduced me to Lizzo, she's there now. And so she hears it and she's like, as a bigger woman, yeah, I'm beautiful too, and it doesn't matter. You know, I can be confident, and it doesn't matter that people are calling me a bitch because I have confidence, you know? So it's different. I don't know.
I just think her execution. I think that's where it is. Is her execution
Totally
is
understand
very
that.
different. And
Yeah,
like I
okay.
said,
I would-
like
I wouldn't
her-
mind seeing her confident but classy.
Have you ever
versus-
seen her play the flute?
I have seen her play the flute, and then afterwards she just started dropping it like it's hot. You know. So-
There are
Okay,
some.
but Howie, okay, let me ask this question. What's the difference now?
All right.
What's the difference from Beyonce coming out on stage, elegant, and then start dropping like a hot?
Gotcha. So, I mean, both of them are the same act. I'm in total agreement with that. It's just more socially acceptable for Beyonce to do it because of her body, her shape, versus Lizzo doing it. It just like it just doesn't look good. Personally,
That's what Lizzo is challenging. That's the entire point of Lizzo's act. The
And
entire
she
point
should.
is she is saying, it doesn't matter that I'm bigger than Beyonce because I'm just as good. So watch me drop it like it's hot. Now, I understand that she's no Beyonce. Nobody is a Beyonce. Nobody is that queen. And
Well, okay, Nikki, I might, I'm gonna have to kick you out in a minute. You know, I do not like Beyonce at all.
Me either. I don't like her
Shit.
either.
I do not like her. I do not like her at all. But go ahead. But go ahead. She Queen Bee over there in British Columbia too. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I love Beyonce, but that is probably because I came up as the only Black girl. I mean, I had my sisters, but like we were the only Black family in our town. And then we saw Beyonce and we were like, she's so poised. She speaks like we do, but she's Black. And that's okay. And so I've loved her since I was little.
Yeah, I can get that. But so on this same topic, without bashing Lizzo or Beyonce, there's another show on TLC called My Big Fat Fabulous Life. And the girl, I used to watch her all the time too. I didn't watch this last season because she started to get on my nerves, but I still like her. Her name is Whitney Thor. But she used to be a dancer, and I guess she had, what is it called, Denise? COPCD or something?
COPD.
Yes. Is that what it is?
PCOS. There's two.
I can't remember.
One affects the lungs.
Yes, I think it's PCOS.
Yeah, that
Not
affects.
the one that affects your lungs.
Yeah.
Yes, PCOS. Yes, she has that. And then she got bigger. And so she's into this whole no body shaming. And what she does is very similar to Lizzo. Like she wears whatever she wants. She dances how she wants. She drops it how she wants. And if you ever look at her, just look on her Instagram, you'll see that she is on this huge wavelength that your body, you can be good, confident, and feel okay with whatever body you have, even if you are intended to lose weight or not. And I think that she is on the same wavelength as Lizzo, but she just doesn't look like Lizzo in the sense that Lizzo is, she's from the hood. She's from Detroit, my hometown. Shout out to 313. She's from Detroit, right? And maybe she is not as classy, but that's who she is. And so I don't know. I don't know where I really stand with Lizzo. I like her music. I think she's incredibly talented. I think she can sing her ass off and she can rap. Like you got this whole combination. Now, I haven't seen her act, but if she can act too, she could be unstoppable. She just needs to. I do think some of her stuff is extreme, like the G-string at the game.
Tacky, man. Just tacky. Man.
I have to agree with you with that. I didn't think that was appropriate. I think that went above and beyond being confident.
Yeah. And if I'm being transparent about it, if she's supposed to be in a space where she's promoting this body, I think that she's really taking, larger size girls back with that. Because if she's going to be the representative, for that classification or group, she should do it with class and with style.
See, I think you need to separate. I think you need to separate what appeals to you versus what you can respect, and there's a difference.
I can see that.
So
explain it.
But for me, that would be, again, my opinion, right? So in society now, everything is acceptable. Like anything goes. For me, I just don't subscribe to that. Like there's certain things that my value system promote and I respect, and there are certain things that I don't.
I think we can't pick our martyrs. If that's a better explanation. Yeah. We can't pick who we stand behind. So it's like sometimes we have to stand behind the topic even though we don't like the person. Yeah, that makes sense.
I think that we all have bias, right? We all have our moral system, our value system. We all have it, whether we accept things or whether we don't accept it. We all have these different criteria and different judgments and aspects of our lives that we shape and formulate on a day-to-day basis, whether we verbalize it or whether we keep it internalized.
See that this is a hard subject for me to approach personally because I'll out myself for this. I am a moral relativist. I think that there isn't. Gosh, this is going to get so deep but I don't think that there's a law of the universe that tells you what is good, what is bad, what is classy, what's acceptable. I think all of that, it varies from person to person. And that's why I make a real big point not to impose my ideas about what is acceptable and what is classy and what is, X, Y, and Z on other people. And in point in fact, having that viewpoint towards the world, it allows me to be a lot more accepting and positive towards everybody.
So I want to challenge you on that though, because if there's no good, there's no bad, then, I mean, if someone goes out and murders someone, is that not bad?
Depends on the reason.
Right. Well, that's a totally different hypothetical, depending on the reason, sure. But
so there's a bad.
There's a difference between a practical good and bad and an objective good and bad, right? A practical good and bad is going to be determined by what is going to benefit society at large, what is going to benefit everybody, and what's going to harm everybody, what's going to benefit you and what's going to harm you, right? That is the practical good and bad. But objectively speaking, if humans didn't exist, right, those things wouldn't be good or bad because they wouldn't exist. The universe doesn't have a lens through which to view these. We do. So we get to determine what is good and bad.
That's right.
So I think though that because we get to determine it and we are all different depending on where we come from, how we were raised, what we were engrossed in and raised in and nurtured by, that determines what we think is good and bad. So where somebody can look at a performer performing a certain way and expressing themselves in a certain way and say, I find that to be tasteless. I find that to be, in short, at its core, bad. I think that that's a very limited viewpoint. I just do.
But to your
point, I have
point,
to speak up here. I have to speak up.
I just want to make this point and then definitely. But to your point, though, there has to be some things that you view as good and bad. It can't be that you go through and nothing you put into a classification group of good and a bucket of bad. There has to be certain items that are either good or bad. It has to be. Like if you didn't take a shower for 2 months, would that be good, bad?
I think that depends on the circumstances.
Yeah, I mean, Sean here doesn't change his bath towel for like.
But let me make this point. This is exactly what I'm saying. So you say you have these beliefs, and that's all there is. These are your beliefs, and they don't change. But you have to look at least sometimes where those beliefs came from. Yeah. Because some of those come from healthy points of view. Some of those are great. I need to brush my teeth twice a day. Okay, great. That's going to keep you healthy. But some of those, especially in this society, we're finally beginning to realize some of those came from a system that has been there to push you down your whole life, but you didn't know it. And you may just come to this realization. And in order to come to that realization, you have to challenge your beliefs. You don't have to change them, but you have to look at them every once in a while and say, why do I believe this? Why do I believe that it's okay for Beyonce because of her body type, but it's not okay for Lizzo? What is it about that? What put that in my head?
Well, I think it was her image when I seen it happening. I think my brain automatically rejected.
But what was it about that image? How often have you seen big women do that? And if you have never seen a big woman do that, do you think that's part of why? If you had started seeing that in the 60s, maybe you'd be okay with it today.
I don't think so. I don't think I've ever.
I don't know. If there was a Lizzo doing Barbarella in the 60s, I bet big women would be a lot more accepted today in sexualized roles.
I'm gonna play off of what you're saying, Nikki. I'm gonna tag team you there. All right, we're gonna go. All right. So
okay.
All right. So, and this is bear with me here. This is an analogy I'm going to make, and it's a pretty strong one. Oh,
I'm going to no, you're going to keep going.
Okay.
I'm just going to move out of the frame because I'm going to add some Red Bull, but I'm still listening.
Get some Red Bull. Yeah, you need it for this. All right. So I'm gonna make an analogy here. All right, and it's a pretty strong one. So bear with me. I was raised growing up with my friends on the playground. We'd say words like, gosh, I don't even know if I want to say it. But we'd say words like the F word towards homosexual people. You know, we'd use gay as a derogatory term. And that was okay growing up, right? And to this day, I still have a slight, I hate to admit this, I still have a slight amount of homophobia in me because of the way that I was raised. But the logical part of my brain says, just because growing up, that was what I was raised to think, and because that is what the kids on the playground were, I have to fight that. You know, I have to fight that. You have to change. Just because you know, I did spend so much time fighting that. You know, I have a gay roommate. I'm completely comfortable living with them, and that changed. You know, I think honestly, wholeheartedly, that in the same way, I was also raised to find skinny women attractive, more skinny women attractive, and I know that it's not because you're not saying that you find large women unattractive, but in that same vein, I was also raised to find skinny women doing these things, like dropping it like it's hot, to be more attractive than large women. I find that I found that for a long time relatively uncomfortable. But I got to the point, I exposed myself to it more and told myself, hey, this is acceptable. I can look at this and say, wow, I'm proud of her. Go get it, girl. You drop it like it's hot. You know, you show off and do whatever you want to do. You may not be for me, right? You may not be for me, but I'm proud of you. I'm glad that that's what you're doing. I think it's classy if another woman does it just because she has a different body shape. That doesn't change whether or not it's classy. You know, like that's really what it comes down to me.
I mean, I'm in agreement with that. I said that it's more socially acceptable for somebody with a tighter body to do it.
It is, but that's what we're
not
trying
a
to change.
tighter body.
That's what we're trying to change, though. It's more socially acceptable.
Not necessarily. Like we don't have I think that we're trying to change it, right? But it's not something that has to be changed. So again,
it doesn't have to be changed. There's a lot of things that don't.
People want to see what they want to see. So the ideology that you want to push on everybody doesn't have to subscribe to it, right? So
but then you don't look.
We're all individuals though, and we
are all individuals. But
you don't have to call her trashy to not look. You don't have to say she's not as classy to not look. Just close your eyes.
Okay, Nikki.
You just have a preference. You don't have to close your eyes. You can just say I don't like it.
Uno momento. I know I'm saying it incorrectly. What is it, Denise? Un momento.
Un momento.
All right. Un momento. All right. But let me just say this. Let me put this into a positive light because this conversation has been great. This conversation is indicative, I think, of something even bigger. It's that individuals have strong opinions, right? But what we're able to do in this little happy hour, because I don't know any of you. Only person I know on here is Denise, right? Howie knows Denise. Dino knows Dino. Jamie knows Jamie, right? Nikki knows Mickey. Mickey knows Nikki. But we're all able to have this discourse because it's important to be able to have different perspectives. And even if you have, I just feel like even if you have strong values that you subscribe to, it's okay. The question becomes, I think, is that when your strong values overshadow your ability to hear a different perspective, which I think is a larger issue in society as a whole. And I'm not saying that happened here in this conversation, but it is indicative of a larger conversation, I think.
I do want to say,
where did Howie go? He left?
He said BRB. I do want to say, I actually wish that he was still here so I could say this to him directly. I just have fun debating. I'm 100% on board with people can have, oh, hey, he's back. People can have their opinions and they are allowed to say, I don't like this, I don't like that. To me, the more important thing is how you act, right? You can say these things and hold these things to be true in your head. It's how you act. So as long as your actions aren't outwardly negative towards anybody else for any other reason that's beyond, like they murdered somebody or they molested a child, like, you know,
that's universally wrong.
Yeah.
That's universally wrong. And that's my limit.
I caught a piece of what you were saying as I was going down the steps. And I'm in total agreement. I mean, Denise will tell you we have conversations, we disagree on certain things, but we're still a family at the end of the day. And I respect all of you guys on the podcast, and I know you have your different perspectives. And I actually like hearing it, right? Because it does challenge the status quo. I love the challenge the status quo. But I wouldn't try to change you to fit what my preferences are. And I know that you guys, when you talk about it, you're not doing it with the intent of changing. You're just sharing your perspective. And I respect it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you said that, because one thing I want to say is it was so neat to be able to talk about this topic and nobody got mad. Nobody reacted in a way that nobody called names. Nobody said anything mean to one another. That's amazing. And I am so proud of this forum. Just amazing.
It's also incredibly worthless to sit and talk about it without opposition in general. I mean, let's be real.
Yeah, exactly.
Every debate needs an opposite, side. So
yes, because Denise and I rarely agree on anything.
Never agree.
Nikki and I rarely agree on one thing in particular, and that's
horses.
Wait.
On that note, let me put this
putting up a poll.
I am. All right. What type of animal lover are you? This is.
How are you gonna make this multiple choice, man?
Yeah,
love this. Oh my God. You went through some work. I just want to say I appreciate you, because you had to have really listened to us. We bring up animals a lot.
Mhm.
All right.
I don't even like that horses is an option on here.
I'm so
I
amused.
don't like horses. I don't like horses.
It's like
terrify
you
me.
with your fear, Denise. I listened to that episode where you admitted your fear. I won't even say it because I will admit that I don't like them either.
Well, I was listening to the hamster episode, and then you guys mentioned, how they try to use them. So I was like, oops, I'm gonna click out of here now.
Yeah, just skip this episode. All right.
I now know we should include that in our trigger warnings.
So and she is so bad. So for those of you who don't know, y'all should know by now. We were married, right?
We were.
Obviously, that didn't survive. But
that is a story I want. I want that story.
We have a
I'm
kid.
sorry, but I do.
we have a kid, so we remain cordial with one another.
That's amazing.
We still don't agree. Okay.
We sure don't.
All right. So
17% cat lover?
Told you.
It's just me, right? I'm the only one on here, right?
Hamster lover, farm animals. No one like honestly,
Thank you.
I don't like horses either.
Yeah, me either.
When I was listening to that episode, because
if there are any horses listening, fuck you.
That island where that girl, she was killed and they couldn't find her. She went on spring break. Aruba. Natalie Howe,
yeah.
right? Sorry. Anyway, that's the only way I remember the island. I went there and we did this horse riding event, and literally my horse hated me. Like, as soon as I got on him, he was trying to kick me off. He was trying to go in the front. And literally at the end, when we got through with the horse riding, I was literally hanging from his neck because he was really trying to kick me off that bad. And I was like, nah, motherfucker, you're not about to put me down. Like,
oh my God.
if I'm going down, you going down with me. That horse hated me. And I do not like horses at all. Like,
so I had a very similar situation to what happened to you, but I love horses. I don't have a problem with them.
Oh, I hate them.
So I went over to Oklahoma. I was on vacation. We just came back from R&R with my wife, and I decided to go horseback riding as a treat. Sure enough, like same way as you went, this horse was the alpha, and of course they gave it to me. And literally, as I was approaching him, he started trying to piss off. He's like literally just linking right in front of me. And he's like, just get on. I'm like, no, I wouldn't want somebody to get on me if I was just in the bathroom. Give him
You
some
have to
time.
assert dominance. Show them.
No, you
But-
don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yeah, but I don't think that's right, Nikki, because the lady told me that they feel like vibes and
Oh,
all
I
of
don't
that.
really know. I don't know horses.
Yeah, so
I
Oh.
know horses. I know horses. That's why I hate
But you don't like them.
No. I know enough about horses. How about that? I know enough about horses. You heard this. Clearly you heard this. I'll go over my explanation again. I've gotten it
You said,
down.
let me make sure I heard
Yes,
this
go.
correctly.
Hit me.
What you said was horses know enough, but not enough, in the sense that they know that if they kick you, they're doing it because they don't want you behind them, but they don't know that they're going to kick your skull in, right?
That's right.
Or if they nibble you, they think they're just nibbling you, but they don't know that they about to take your fucking arm off or your skin off in the process, right?
And see that exactly right. At the beginning of all this, you said you
Right.
hoped that we would be friends. We just became friends just now. So we're all good. We're golden. You got that right. Horses terrify me because they're just smart enough to make decisions, just to be cheeky little bastards, right? But they're not smart enough to understand the consequences of their decisions. And that's terrifying. Why we
It's
don't
like a
this?
toddler.
Wow.
It's
Yeah,
like
I've
a
been wanting to
toddler
ride
who's
a
big
horse,
enough to
but
take off
after
a
this
arm.
conversation, I'm not so sure.
Wait, what you say, Howie?
I said I've been wanting to ride a horse, but after this conversation, I'm gonna have to think
Mm-mm.
about this.
No.
Yeah, I don't.
To be
I think
fair,
you
in
think about
defense of
that.
horses, I gotta tell you, I've ridden horses off and on since I was a child. The first picture I have, I must have been 4. It's me and my sister were riding along. She would kick it to speed it up, and I would pull it to pull it back because it was 2 of us on a horse, bareback, of course. I don't know who thought that was a good idea.
No saddle.
No
Bare-
saddle. We were riding bareback. We have a picture of it. My mother was not a smart woman, and she put us on a horse bareback and said, "Go for it." I don't know what she was thinking, but we went through the beach and made it alive, I guess. I mean, I'm still here.
A shell of a woman for her experience with horses.
Mhm.
But that horse was not mean to us. We never had a bad experience, and I've been riding them off and on. They've never treated me poorly. They really do like Mountain Dew. So I think it depends on the horse.
They what?
Mountains.
Yes,
Yeah.
you
What's
can-
Mountain Dew? You
Okay,
give them Mountain
there
Dew?
was a wonderful woman who let my daughter got to learn how to take care of a horse, how to shovel a stall. I don't know what they're called. I'm not
Mhm.
big on this. How to feed them, how to brush them, all that shit. And as a result, she got to learn how to ride them. And her horse, his name was Hiroshima because he was a disaster.
Oof.
He would drink Mountain Dew, he would eat Twizzlers, and he loved carrots. And so every time we went to visit, we would take carrots, Twizzlers, and Mountain Dew, and we would feed him those before we ever touched him, because otherwise
Wow.
he could be mean and bite you.
Nope. I'll pass.
The regular Mountain Dew, or that they have that blue Mountain
Straight-
Dew. What is that
Oh,
called?
like
Great
diet
Mountain
matters
Dew.
at this point of the conversation.
Fuck.
All right. I live so deep in the South that an addiction to Mountain Dew is not unheard of down here.
Stop
But-
making me laugh.
Horses? I've never heard that in my life.
I didn't tell you that when we were talking. You didn't edit that out because that was a thing.
I don't know. I barely listened. Did you hear that, Sean? And when you listened to the
I
episode?
did not hear
no,
about Mountain Dew.
me either. And I listened to it. I
I'm
didn't
We
hear
used
that.
to have to stop on our way at the 7-Eleven. We used to have to go the long way instead of
Get
the
a
short
Mountain
way.
Dew for the
So
horse.
we could stop at the 7-Eleven and get him Twizzlers and Mountain Dew.
So they're
every
needy
time.
too. We can add that to the list.
They want your attention and they want your treats.
And this is the one that you roll without a saddle.
No,
this is
no,
her.
no,
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 this
no.
is the daughter.
This is the horse that my daughter was not allowed to
Oh.
ride, but had to be nice to in order to ride the nice horse.
None of my children will be allowed to ride a horse.
Yeah, I think yeah.
No, Mickey, I'm telling you, I'm gonna buy them horse riding lessons, and your wife will let them ride. It'll be nice.
No.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
so Sean,
Yeah.
quick check. Whole Foods in BC,
Uh-huh.
and she just named the second one. What was it?
Wait.
7-Eleven?
There you go. 7-Eleven.
Oh, y'all have 7-Elevens?
Yes, we have 7-Eleven, but I am from California.
Yeah, she said she was from Cali.
I
I'm
grew up
cracking.
2
know, but
hours
wait,
from LA.
But do y'all have them in Canada?
Yes, we do, and you can go get a Slurpee right now.
They have them in Korea too. I mean,
Yeah, we just don't have them in the States anymore.
No, okay, so I'm from Detroit. We have no 7-Elevens in
Yeah,
Detroit.
no, none around Atlanta
Seriously?
either.
None.
How do you not?
really, I
have
didn't
that?
know that.
Where
I
do you
knew-
go when you have a midnight
the-
craving?
To the
Is
corner
it
store.
because of the
Convenience
water?
store, yeah,
Quick
to
Trip.
Okay, the corner store is the 7-Eleven.
No, it's not the 7-Eleven. It's the corner store.
Where I'm from, corner store was the 7-Eleven, and up here there's 2 7-Elevens in town. And it's a small town. We have like 15,000 people.
Yeah, no. In Detroit, we have no 7-Elevens. So we had the corner store. When I went to college, my first interaction was 7-Eleven, moving to Virginia for college. And so then I became aware that 7-Eleven here is kind of the corner store because it's everywhere. But in Detroit, yeah, there's no 7-Eleven. Never heard of it. Never even knew it existed. Never heard of a Slurpee. We have
Wow.
Never heard of a Slurpee, you poor thing.
growing up, no. But I don't even like Slurpees. I think they're sugary and overly like.
That's because you didn't have them growing up. If they were a special treat growing up, you'd like them now.
Nah.
Yeah, all I heard there was I didn't like them. They were too good.
That's
You
what I heard
don't
too.
like them either, Howie?
No, I mean, I liked them when I was growing up, but once I realized, the 2,000 grams of sugar per Slurpee, I fell back.
All right,
I'm right there with you now, though. When my husband goes and to pick them up, I have to get the sugar free because I can't do the super sweet ones. Then again, I'm on keto, so.
Nice.
I did keto for 3 months to
Yeah?
prepare for my Dubai trip, and I was so ready for Dubai, and then COVID happened, and they said, "Nah, bro, you can't come here."
I have done keto off and on since February. I love it. I think it is great for my body. I was pre-diabetic and it knocked that out right away. My doctor was so impressed.
Nice. Very good.
Yep.
Did you get the keto flu though?
No, not at all. It did not affect my body
You did.
at all.
I did too,
I
and I was like, "This ain't right." Like,
I tried keto, and in my head, because I wasn't around anybody else who was doing it, I always thought it was keto, right? Ketosis sounds better than ketosis to me, but whatever. I got the keto flu when I tried it before, and it was awful. It was horrible.
yeah, like I was literally in a meeting at work. So by trade, I'm a lawyer. So I was literally in the meeting, and everyone just looked at me and was like, "Are you okay? Like you took something?" And I'm like, "No, I'm on keto." And
Maybe that's why.
They were like, "We think you need to go home for the day." I was like, "Yeah, me too, bro. I don't even think I can drive home. I might have to take a lift home." Like, yeah, it was serious. Like when I got up that morning, I could barely make it to the shower. I was in the shower. I was falling down, and then I was like, "Okay, I gotta go to work." We got a meeting.
Okay, I have a question though.
Yeah.
How did that view your opinion of your previous diet to eliminate sugar and carbs so extensively and then have that extreme reaction to your body? Did you think that oh man, I should have cut back on sugar a long time ago. I shouldn't be reacting like this.
Because I wasn't, but no, seriously, I was never a big sugar person. Like I shouldn't be saying this, but even when I go to my bottom teeth, they never fell out. So all of my adult teeth are underneath. So I still have my baby teeth on my bottom row. So I never really had a cavity. I never really did sugars. The only candy that I truly liked was a Reese cup. And I kind of like only have it once in a while. So I was never big on sugar, but I just felt like this was abnormal for a diet.
Yeah.
Like I shouldn't feel this way.
But I gotta say, when you have a Reese's cup up here, maybe I'll send you one. It's less sugar. They don't make them the same as they do in America.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So it's less, you can taste the difference in the chocolate. I'll send
I
you
heard
an
an episode too. Yeah, you were talking about Belgian chocolate, and
Yeah.
there was something about the sugars in certain type of chocolate. I also heard about Tim Horton. I never had Tim
Mhm.
Horton donuts at all.
Me either. And I felt
Let
after
me
I
tell
listened to
you
the
something about
episode.
Tim Hortons. Holy.
You like Tim Horton donuts?
Yes, tell me, Dino. Yes, okay, you're a Canadian, so we can have this conversation. Has Tim Hortons gone down in quality in the last 6 years?
Okay, so I am
He's in
biased.
Austin.
I'm in Austin. I do know
Mhm.
of Tim Horton because when I was deployed, they literally had a Tim Hortons over there. Okay.
Oh, that was different. When you were deployed, that different. Oh, it must have been the other guy, Jamie,
It's
huh?
Jamie.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Jamie.
Jamie
I
was the
Jamie
Canadian.
thought-
I'm sorry.
I
I'm
thought-
sorry.
But
I
in my
thought Tim Hortons were sausages.
no, Tim Hortons is
Patties.
like their equivalent of Starbucks in BC.
But
Okay.
they're
Sometimes-
donuts.
Although
They're
sometimes they will
donuts.
be, you know how like we've got Taco Bell, KFC.
Mhm.
Sometimes Tim Hortons will be Tim Hortons and Wendy's, I think, right?
No,
Because
I don't. I
you
haven't
said
seen
Burger
that.
King bought them in Canada.
Yes, but we have not seen a double. We have seen a
I have.
Tim Hortons shell. I have seen a Tim Hortons mobile. I have seen a Tim Hortons Chevron, but I have not seen a Tim Hortons whatever you said. a
Wendy's combination. I imagine that those were established before BK bought them,
Probably.
but I have been to one. In,
But
in the
both are
local area.
shit. Both BK and Tim Hortons up here have now gone to shit because they now shift. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be saying this as a Canadian hopeful, but but they have gone so downhill. They ship all of their stuff frozen and then you just warm it up at the restaurant. And that's no different than fucking anything.
Yeah.
So
No.
what about what's that donut shop here that they put on the red light and people be standing in line waiting for
Krispy Kreme.
Ooh, fuck
Yes. Do
yeah.
y'all have Krispy Kreme?
No,
Mhm.
there is no Krispy Kreme here to the point that when we went back to California last year, I made my husband stop. I said, you got to go through this drive-through because I need some Krispy Kreme in my life.
Howie, do you like Krispy Kreme?
I'm like you. I'm not huge on sugar. I'll eat a donut like every now and then, but I'm not gonna like wreck my car because the red light is on though.
Yeah. I personally despise Krispy Kreme. I know I'm never gonna get a sponsorship from them, but
Yeah, now
I
we're
feel-
not. I mean,
no, I feel like as soon as I bite into a Krispy Kreme donut, my gums start shaking from the sugar. Like I feel like it is.
I get that from cheese.
I love
Wait,
cheese.
what?
Like
I get that from cheese.
You and I did an entire wine and cheese thing. What the fuck?
I love. You're misunderstanding me. All right. I love cheese, but I get that from cheese. It's
I don't
different.
understand.
I mean, you don't have to understand. I get sometimes when I eat a really sharp, rich cheese, and it's been a while since I've introduced my mouth to anything else. My mouth hurts from the richness of the cheese, and it won't stop. And then I also get cheese sweats. Anybody else get cheese sweats? I get cheese sweats.
No, I've never heard of it.
Everybody else is like, fuck you. No.
Maybe during this conversation I got cheese sweats. But
exactly.
No, like I start eating if I eat a lot of cheese in one sitting. Oh gosh, sorry. If I eat a lot of cheese in one sitting, I start getting like a cold sweat. And that happened when we did our wine and cheese nights, Nikki. Which, by the way, if
I remember now. Okay.
If I could still drink, we should still be doing the wine and cheese nights. But
well, as soon as you get your thing.
I'm on the transplant list. I'm waiting for a new heart. That's why I can't drink and all that.
Okay.
And when he
Well,
gets
I'm going
can
to
again.
keep you in my mind and thoughts and prayers to make
Yes,
sure that
definitely.
Thank you.
that's important because we definitely want to see these cheese and wine sweats and live in color.
No. See, I'm not gonna be allowed to drink ever again. Ever again.
I thought you said afterwards.
So afterwards, I won't be. It's hard to say this, because if the transplant team hears me saying this, right, I could sneak some after transplant because there's no risk of me going in and getting the blood work done, and they're like, oh, we found alcohol in your system, because I'll be going in once a year or something. I still shouldn't ever again though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
don't.
didn't tell me
'cause
I
that.
think don't they have like non-alcoholic wine?
Yeah, it's called grape juice. So
Of the
like
Welch's variety.
the Welch's, yeah, that's right. But
No, but they sell it for like the holidays. It's in like that wine-looking bottle. But
Okay, up
it's
here.
just sparkling juice. It's
No,
just
Yeah,
sparkling
there's
juice.
different stuff. Up here,
is?
you have to get your alcohol from a beer and wine store. So you go into a normal grocery store and they have only non-alcoholic wine. And it's like below 0.05 or something like that, some shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. But you can get your wine and it's Cabernet or Merlot or whatever flavor you think it's going to be, but it has no alcohol in it. You're not going to get drunk.
Correct me
Really?
if I'm wrong. I think that they established that system because of another country. I think it was
I have
Japan.
no clue.
I think it was Japan or China that tested that selling non-alcoholic beer during the day equated into less DUIs during the year, something like that. And somebody
into it.
decided to implement that system. But I
I'm
remember
into it if
hearing
that's
it
true.
from the I don't know if it's Eastern
Well,
Bloc or Asia in the area.
Our beer and wine stores open up really early. Like you can go in at 8 a.m. and buy your bottle if you want it. But, and I'm
Of
beginning to feel
juice?
my whiskey, so I'm sorry.
You can go in there and buy juice.
It's
You
okay.
can go in there and buy what you want early in the day and get started. And I'm sure you can have a DUI by late at night. I don't know.
You
I
gotta
don't know what
forgive
this
my
is.
co-host. You've got to forgive my co-host because she's drinking for two.
I love her. I loved her from when I
Yeah.
first started listening to her. I like you too, Mickey.
It's okay. I get it. That's how we've
loved her.
done panels and studies on this. She is more popular than me.
Whatever. I'm not even sure most people like me after the first meeting, but we'll see. We will see.
No.
Tune in to Happy Not Crappy. You could determine if you like me for yourself.
I'm definitely gonna try to see if we have that swear jar whiskey here.
It is fucking good. I was not
I've
expecting
never
it to be
seen
this
it,
smooth.
ever.
I don't
It
never seen
is-
it either.
Yeah, they say on, you can use this afterwards, and I fully intend to because my 13-year-old has decided that fuck is a good word. But yeah, this is an amazing little jar, but it says right on it, Canadian whiskey.
Yeah, it is Canadian whiskey.
So, Mickey, do you have any kids?
Me? No, not that I know of.
Okay. All right. Howie, do you?
Yes.
Do you mind sharing the ages or age if it's just one or?
Yeah. No, it's cool. 15 and 2 about to turn 10.
Twins. Are they twins? Or just close?
Exactly.
Oh, close. Oh, close. Oh, close.
Okay.
I
close,
got
close,
siblings
close.
like that.
They
Stop.
like twins.
Cut it out. Cut it out to me. Yeah, they like twins.
All right, like twins. Okay, that's fine. All right, that's cool. 2 by the turn 10. What about you, Dino? I know you say your daughter. I heard you
Yeah.
say daughter.
Yeah, she's 4 years old. So she was just running with me this morning. She's a trip. She loves Sonic. And then I probably got another undisclosed one somewhere in Korea, but I don't know if that.
I love
Wait,
the
You
I
said she loves Sonic?
That's what I was gonna say. Is I love that was
love
dropped there.
Sonic.
Yes,
Yeah,
because
she
they had
loves Sonic.
they had a whole episode about swallowing the Sonic rings.
Let me tell you, I've learned more about Sonic in this last year than I ever have in my life.
Do you know?
I didn't know who Knuckles was. I didn't know anything. I'm like, Silver? I didn't know there was colors.
Oh my gosh! Did you know? Do you know whether or not Sonic eats the rings when he runs through them?
No, he doesn't eat them. He consumes them via aura. I don't know.
But he basically he consumes them,
don't-
therefore he eats them.
Don't just give
No,
up.
that's like trying to say Mario puts all his coins in his front.
Yes, it is. That's
And
exactly-
they said this on this podcast. And listen, when I was
Yeah.
listening to this, I was like, Nikki, I was with you for a minute, but now you're talking about Sonic eating his rings. I was like,
I
boy.
Oh, so
didn't
dope.
know. Okay,
not
I
with you.
loved the games. I love the games. Let me just be very clear. I love Sonic, but I only got to play at my foster mama's house, and I didn't get to go there all the time when Sonic was big. So I don't know. I just know that there's a little blue thing that runs, and it's really fun. And then I know the movie.
My God.
Do you know the game console that it was on though?
Sega.
Okay, I just want to make
Of
sure.
course.
Want to make sure.
I am still a millennial. I am only
Okay.
33. I know these things.
Okay. Because if you would have said Nintendo or something like that, I'd be like, I don't think you
assuming-
played.
I'm assuming I'm
No.
the baby on this cast here.
There is a whole story about Nintendo though. The episode that will drop at 11 p.m. tonight talks about Nintendo and me getting hit in the head with a hammer because of it.
Oh no, spoilers. Oh, that's the
A
best
real
part.
hammer?
That's the best
I'm gonna
part.
have to
Don't you
listen
dare
to it.
disclose anymore.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm not gonna say
Wait,
anything.
let me just ask this question. Was it a real hammer?
Yes, my brother.
Okay, look. Okay, so my brother. Okay, so if you saw the middle of my head here, which you can't see because I have on a hat. So my brother bust my head with a brick.
Fuck.
Because let me tell you why. Because I decided to get Chip Ahoy cookies versus Oreo. And he got so pissed that he threw like this huge ass
He
brick.
hit your head with a brick over cookies.
Your
He
brother
did.
hit you over the head over a Nintendo system. What are you
Okay, fair.
talking about?
Fair,
He
fair,
did. He
fair, fair.
did. And look. Okay, I know he's gonna hate hearing this, but so I was like, so much blood was coming out. He took me upstairs in the bathroom, was like, don't tell mom. We're just going to wash it out. And he was trying to do that. Literally, he was trying to do that. And then my mom heard the commotion, heard me screaming and came in there and they had to rush me to the doctor. But long story short, the doctor told her that if they did not get me there, I would not be here today because I was losing so much blood. And it was to the point that they didn't even have time to numb me to put stitches. So I felt every stitch going in my head. And they were literally like, it was like 8 or 9 people literally holding me down while they were stitching my head. It was horrible. So yes, things like that happen. Bricks, hammers.
Now, to be fair, I did not bleed. And my brother.
Oh, you didn't bleed?
No, I didn't bleed. He hit me with the hammer. He was like, he's 4 or 5 years younger than me. I can't remember right now. There's been a lot of whiskey. But he's a few years younger than me. That was his first spanking ever in life, was because he hit me with a hammer.
Oh yeah,
because it was
bad.
He wanted to play the Nintendo, but it was my turn.
I maintain that is not a good enough minimum sentence for bashing your sister over the head with a hammer. Like that's lose Nintendo privileges right there.
But when you have that many kids, you can only do so much. You're like, you've got 7.
Yeah, you're right. You should just
spank and you're
the
done.
hammer smashing, of course. Yeah. Just
okay, so because I put in the description that we were going to play. What is it called? Never ever have I? Never have I ever?
Yeah, definitely.
Never have I ever. How many times do I have to tell you the name?
Wait, what is it? Never what? Never.
No, don't tell him. Don't tell him. Wait, do it again.
Never ever have I.
Yeah.
Never.
Yep.
Okay, whatever. Y'all get it.
That's so funny.
I can't.
Okay, wait.
How many times have you told him?
I've told him like literally 10 times.
All right.
Since like 10 a.m. this morning.
Never
Amazing.
have I ever.
Okay, never have I ever. Let me write this down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ride it with you. I'm supporting you. Okay.
Although
I am gonna drink some water so I can sober up before we play this game.
real talk, I could have listened to that go on for a much longer period of time.
He says it so confidently, like, yeah, that's the name.
All right, so we are going to play Never Have I Ever. I wrote it down. 10 questions, so you gotta have your 10. Everyone has to have their 10 hands up.
Wait, can I play since I don't have a drink?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm totally.
Do you
good.
want to go get a drink, Mickey?
Yeah,
Get
kinda.
some water. Go get some water.
Kinda. All right.
Go.
I
We'll
will
play when you get back.
All right. Everyone has a drink though.
Yeah.
Something, whether it's water, tea, coffee, orange juice, O'Doul's, whatever you want.
I'm about to pour some Fireball.
Fuck yeah.
I don't know why she likes Fireball is so disgusting, man.
It's not about it being good. It's not about it being good. There are some memories associated with Fireball, and when you have it, those memories come flooding back.
I've never liked it.
Denise,
It's disgusting.
I think you and I could be friends, Denise.
I think in that
we're already
case,
friends.
I don't ever need to have Fireball again.
No, the one drink I cannot have again is Jaeger. No more Jaeger.
Oh, I hate Jaeger. Yeah.
No
When I
more.
was in college, I used to have Jaeger all the time. It's so disgusting. And then
I was young. I was probably 20. And I had this Jaeger and I kissed a guy. And after the next day, I realized who I had kissed. And never again will I drink Jaeger.
Never again.
Never again. I'm like, if that lowered it.
While we wait on Mickey to come back, let me ask this question. When was the first time you had alcohol? How old were you?
For real?
Yeah.
I was 16 and it was my mother who gave it to me. She gave me, for real, an 8-ounce glass with ice of tequila and expected me to finish that myself for the first time.
Why? Because
she was a special woman.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. We were listening to the Super Bowl on the radio because I don't know, we were poor. And she was like, here's a glass. And I took a drink and I choked and I was like, what is this? And she said, tequila, finish it. And my sister showed up about that time and she helped me and we finished that. And that was the first time I ever dropped it like it was hot.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
All right. Dino, when was the first time you had alcohol on your own volition or
on my own? Okay, so I'm gonna count this twice. So the first time I legit had alcohol was 13.
Twice?
Yeah,
Okay,
13.
Okay.
Because I didn't know what it was, and it actually was a whole pint of Coors Light. I thought it was water. I blamed my mom for that one. I ain't know any better. We were kind of partying and just started drinking.
At 13?
Yep, I threw up because I didn't know what the hell it was. I was like, that is not water. But anyways, Coors Light. That was the first one. Second drink, 16, I got lit on a bottle of wine. First thing I ever drank.
What about you, Howie?
I'm going to say it was definitely earlier years. I'm gonna think in the middle school era. So probably about 11, maybe.
Was it beer or like hard liquor or wine?
So it's a bit of a story to it. So I was raised by my grandparents, and my grandfather used to think that strong liquor was actually like cough syrup or medicine. So if I used to ever get sick, he would pour like a shot of Canadian Mist or gin, and he would say, "Go ahead, and that's you right there."
Yeah. But and so outside of that, when was the first time you decided you wanted alcohol though? Because that's like medicine that you were given.
Yeah, it was. I guess so.
Okay, because yes, so that would be my story as well. Like my grandma, when we would get like super sick or congested, they will always give us like this tea and pour a shot of some kind of whiskey in it, whether it's Canadian Mist or something in there. But at the time, I didn't know what it was. Like, so I don't think of that as my first time. But my first time I decided that I ever wanted to drink actually was with Miss Claudio on my 21st birthday. We went
you didn't
with
drink underage before that?
No, not on my own. No.
That's amazing.
21st birthday. It was me, Denise, Christine, and Tanisha. Remember? We went to some spot in Virginia Beach. That was and it was like this old fruity drink that's like, it was pretty much Kool-Aid. And maybe they threw a little like shot of vodka in there. And I thought I was like the world's, like I was like drunk as hell. I wasn't drunk. I was just like pretending in my head. But yeah, 21, the first time I decided to drink. What about you, Mickey?
It was my 16th birthday.
Oh, wow.
Two of my best friends in the entire world one of them had been house sitting for somebody else in the neighborhood and just dead ass stole some alcohol off their bar and brought it back over to the basement. We were all hiding in the basement from his mom, from one of my friend's moms, and it was just this bottle of gin. And the only thing that we could mix it with, the only mixer that we had, was purple Gatorade. Awful combination. Don't ever do gin and purple Gatorade.
Yeah, that don't go.
But
Might go with vodka.
What made it worse? What made it worse was that we didn't. So the downstairs was like finished, but didn't and had like a sink and a fridge, but didn't have any cupboards with cups. And we were like, dude, Eric, go get some cups, man. We need to be able to drink. He goes, no. If I go upstairs, my mom's gonna be suspicious if I bring cups downstairs. I'm like, what? Because we need to drink. Like, what's suspicious about cups? We drink down here all the time with like water and stuff, you know. It's like, no, man, we got to drink out of these vases, and like pulls these vases up. One of them has like a dead spider in it. That was my first time drinking.
And Denise, when was the first time for you?
I think for me it was probably 17, with my sister, and it was beer. But then after that, I don't remember drinking with you that day though. I don't think I drank, but I think like I started really socially.
No, you didn't
drinking.
drink that day, actually.
Yeah. I started socially drinking probably when I was like 28, 29 years old.
Yep. It was a while.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can I ask what might have made you guys start so late? Like, I know obviously with me, with my mother condoning it at a young age, that changes things. And I honestly didn't start really drinking till I was 18. But for you two, starting at 21 and starting at 28, that's something I would love to instill in my 13-year-old. So if you have any tips or tricks, now is the time.
For me, I mean, I guess for me, I grew up with folks who drank a lot. Not my mom, but like other family members, and I saw them, and it always irritated me, and so I just never wanted it. And I decided that I was going to wait till I was of age so I can make the determination if I want to drink. So
That
it
makes
was
sense.
Yeah, it was just internal for me. Like,
What
but
about
I've
you,
always been different and weird. So, but yeah.
For me, it was internal too. My dad, he's an alcoholic, still is to this day. So when my mom separated, she never had alcohol in the house, but my mom was also very strict, so she wouldn't let us do anything. So it was that.
Interesting. Good to know.
Yeah.
Old are we all here? I mean, no ageism or anything, right? But like, just how old are we all in this?
We
room?
old, bruh.
Yeah, we old.
I'm 28 here.
You
I
are
was
the
a-
baby.
You said that like
baby.
You said that like 14 times. You try to put us to shame.
He
Like,
is.
Exclusively trying to put you to shame.
He does this to me too. He's like, we're not that much older. You're only 33. I'm like, 5 years? That's a whole generation, bro.
That's like one stint through high school. That ain't shit. All right.
That's a whole stint through high school.
A whole stat. Like y'all
It's
probably
4
wouldn't even be on the
years.
same dance at
No,
We
all.
wouldn't know the same
like
songs.
nothing.
We wouldn't know
Nope.
nothing. Nah,
This-
man.
Think about it this way. All right. This time last year, right? This time last year doesn't seem that long ago. That's 1 year. Times 4
But that's
still
because
doesn't
we're
seem that
old
long.
now. That's because we're old now.
Mhm.
We are the
It's
age we
different.
are right now, and we're talking relative to this point.
But
You're
it's
not that
different.
much older than me.
Okay, when you were 14 and you turned 15, that year, that
It
12
was so
months,
long. But guess
it
what?
was so young. So
but guess what? I'm
long.
28 now. I'm saying it again for like a 7th time. I'm 28.
But when I was
All right.
18 and you were 13, we wouldn't be friends.
All
I'm
right.
sorry. I'd be
Wait, so
watching
Nick,
you.
so you're 28, so you said 5 years, so you're 33, Nikki.
I'm 30. I just turned 33. Yeah.
Okay, come on with the just turned 33.
Happy
I hope it was
belated.
like
I am
yes.
still young.
I hope
was
it
in
was
October.
yesterday. You
It was in
just
October, right?
September.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
we
okay.
celebrate because our episodes are 2 weeks of a
Gotcha.
delay. It sounded like October, but it was September.
Well, happy
All right.
belated birthday.
Thank you. I'm
yeah,
still
happy
a Libra.
belated, definitely.
Libra.
Anybody else want to share their age? I don't care. I'm 39.
I'm 39.
I'm 34, going on 35.
I guess I got it now. Everybody else, I'm 35.
How
I'm
am
not that
older
much
than
younger.
you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We work
Yeah.
together, guys.
Yeah. See, Mickey, See, Mickey, you're a baby. You just are.
Mhm.
You are. And at the
Wayne.
end of this, never have I ever, because I just looked at it so I could say it
Oh
right.
yeah, we're doing that.
Yes. I want to hear how you all started, y'all. How did you all become co-hosts
Oh, at the end though.
at
Okay.
the end?
All right,
Mhm.
yeah,
got
all right,
this.
all right.
Because that would be great. But let me pull up this never have I ever so that I am actually let me do it from my phone so it's easier.
This is so much fun.
Let me go to my iCloud.
I agree.
So
I'm having a good time.
and while we're doing this, so we normally don't script anything. How do you all do it? Do you all I know you say you meet on Tuesdays and then
Mhm.
record on Wednesday?
No, we record on Tuesdays and meet on Thursdays to research.
yeah.
But that's
Okay.
just us getting together and talking shit.
The only scripted part of any episode is our what I like to call the elevator pitch, right? It's our hey, we're here to brighten your day and bring to you the news stories that you might have missed, those odd, funny, absurd. Nikki's got it more down pat than I do.
It's what I said at the top.
I'm a personality and I edit the audio, right? I do the editing. I ship the episodes out, but she handles the marketing, and that includes making sure that we have our elevator pitch in there. We throw our socials at the end of every episode, so she's on point with that. So
Other than that, it's
I
all
heard that because there was one episode he was like, well, I do all the editing. And she was like, well, you're not paying me.
I don't like how you portray me right there.
no.
No,
To be fair,
but that's true. That is true because I say the same thing. I do all the fucking editing. I do the editing of the audio. I do the editing of the video. And Christian and Denise, they're great. They give me a lot of attitude. They have a lot of demands. And I'm like, okay.
but it's a big difference if that's all that happens. But if they're spending what I did, because I have spent every single day, several hours a day on our marketing, on our social media, trying to get everything up and running so that we had a platform, then we have some back and forth to argue about. Because
She does so much more in terms of hours spent. She does so much more work than me. I can legit put off editing an episode until like 2 days
today.
before. No, I didn't put off. Okay, I was like 3/4 of the way done before today. All right, but I can put it off until like 2 days before the episode drops, and I'll be okay. But she's doing it like she's doing marketing like every single day. She took a class on marketing for this. I mean, it was not like a full semester at a university or anything, but she dropped her time and effort into doing this class on Skillshare, I think it was.
Yes, I have used Skillshare. Please sponsor us.
It's interesting that you all say that. So I don't do anything with the social media. That's all Denise. And she also did a class. She did a class on social media to do it, but I still give her shit. Fuck that. I'm doing the editing.
You do not realize how much work it is.
Yeah, but that's every day. Every time I gotta edit. It's a lot of work. And then she complains about her angle. You put this in. You made me look like this. Like I gotta hear all that. Like
I gotta say. Okay, now to be fair, I only listened to a couple of episodes before I got on here, but Denise came across so well. And the way you guys interact with one another, I don't know. This is why I want to know your story, because somehow Denise is able to say, I don't know all about this. And Sean is able to say, well, let me explain it to you. And at no point is it demeaning. Is it like I'm talking down to you or whatever? I don't know. It's amazing. I love it.
Oh, we've had our moments, but we've been good. We've been good.
Well, whatever it is, I want to know.
That's called editing. No, I'm just playing.
we have the hardest time with because we're marketing ourselves as a good news podcast. We're trying to get your minds off of everything that's going wrong in the world right now. Is we have we're not naive, but we have a few topics that we just avoid flat out because it's going to lead to just too strong of a debate or an argument. I mean, we generally are on the same wavelength on most of our opinions and whatnot, but it's going to lead to too strong of conversation for what we are marketing towards.
Yeah.
Because
I did.
because of
Great to be-
Mickey's moral relativism. What did you say?
moral relativism. Yeah.
That one. And I'm a lot more strict in my views. I am like Jackson in that I do have firm views and I have to challenge them all the fucking time. Mickey and I will get into these discussions, and when you see our 40-minute episodes, that's why, because we did record for an hour.
Yeah.
But we argued for 20 minutes.
We've gotten better about it. We've gotten better about it because the more that I'm editing these episodes, the more I'm noticing like, oh, we recorded for like an hour and 15 and we ended with an hour. It means I only had to cut out like 15 minutes worth of stuff that I can't put in the Good News podcast. But the other thing that really helps us is that we do argue all of those controversial things, or we discuss them, but we argue and discuss them on Thursdays and we record on Tuesdays. So we don't do any of that on Tuesday.
Yeah. See, we're the opposite. Like because the theme of our podcast is like, you just walk in a bar and you meet people and have conversations. And so you never get to rehearse those conversations. And sometimes you get an asshole, sometimes you don't. So I never tried to get her, like they would try to be like, okay, let's talk about this, that, and the third. But my perspective is always, nah, I like it organic. Like, if I'm going to agree with you, I'm going to agree with you. If I'm not going to agree with you, I'm not going to agree with you. And then you need to have some reason to back up what the fuck you're saying. And the same thing with me. Like, I need to have some kind of justification. And I just think for me, it works better in my head. Now, sometimes that means that we're recording longer than we need to. And so the editing process is a little longer. But yeah, you know, everything works different. But it's fun. And so now I'm going to try to get Howie to come on to some episodes, since he has such strong opinions, so we can go on and debate it, because that would be glorious.
I want to listen to every single one.
Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. So let's get this game out. 10 fingers up. I think I'm saying this right. If you have done it, you put a finger down.
Yeah.
Right. And then the loser take a shot, whether that is alcohol or water or whatever else.
Well, I think you take a shot when you put a finger down, right?
Oh no, I'm not doing that.
Then we'd all end up smashed.
We do it at the end.
Yeah, we do it there.
All right.
Like I'm
drinking
be able to whiskey,
talk,
bro.
Right?
I'm doing whiskey neat.
Yes, she put me to shame because I got Red Bull and ice in here. All right. Never have I ever rode a motorcycle. All right. Never have I ever went skinny dipping. Nikki, we're gonna have something to talk about. And Dino. Okay. Wait, where is did you put that down for, where are you, Howie?
Howie did motorcycle.
Oh, what about to say that you got this strong views, you over here skinny dipping? All right. All right.
There ain't nothing wrong.
I'm just saying. All right.
He just did it with Lizzo. Don't worry about it.
Lizzo.
He didn't find it classy when he did it, though.
He did not find it classy. All right. Never have I ever drove a stick shift. Never have I ever used a fake ID. Wow, Nikki.
Yeah, don't.
She told me before this that she knew she was going to be the first out.
Yeah, I did.
Never, and I'm going to put a disclaimer to this. I think this is at a restaurant. Never have I ever skipped out on a bill.
Oh.
Damn. Nikki.
It was not on purpose. It was not. I was told I was being treated.
I don't know about that.
Nikki's hardcore.
Yes, she is.
No, I am not.
She's so hardcore.
Never have I ever crashed a wedding. I've never crashed. You crashed a wedding? Dino.
Nice.
How do you go about doing that?
Friends, a lot of them.
All right.
All right.
Call me out.
Never have I ever kissed more than one person in 24 hours.
I'm such a saint.
You're a 9.
All right. Never, and I'm never have I climbed out of a window.
I've done that.
Okay, Nikki going out at night. Like she said, curfew. There's no such thing. How you went out? You climbed out the window?
I did. Yeah, I did a couple of things when I was younger.
That's some work stories.
All right. Never have I cursed in a place of worship. Okay, I did that, so don't judge me. And Nikki did it too. But Nikki is gonna be taking the shot before anyone.
I am.
Wait. Place of worship during mass or after mass?
Does not matter.
Were you inside?
Yes, I was.
Were you in the
Okay, it's a
sneak?
place of worship.
All
Put
right.
that finger
Put that
down.
finger down. Put that
your
finger
finger
down.
The hell, here we are trying to get these disclaimers out and all that. Okay. All right. Never have I ever went 24 hours without showering. I did that before. Depression. I couldn't get
Deployment.
I couldn't get the food that I wanted, so I was depressed. All right.
Oh, Nikki's hanging up.
Never have I ever got stopped by airport security.
I never been on a plane. Yes.
You never been on a plane?
Never been on a plane. Only been to the airport to pick people up.
Oh my God. TSA cost me a whole day for Aruba stopping
Fuck
me.
them.
Exactly. Fucking bitches. Excuse my language. But that was an expensive trip and they cost me a whole day.
I am sure that sucks.
I had to go the next day. I was so pissed off.
Well,
All
hold
right.
up. Me and Nikki tied at one. This ain't fair.
Yes.
That's right.
Oh, we're down to the wire.
We
Okay,
are.
let's
Dino, you're a little frisky over here. Okay, try to act like you all like conservative over there. Keep hitting that button or your.
You know how us Boricuas are?
Are you from Puerto Rico?
Nice.
De pura cepa, baby.
Ah, what part? What
¿De
part?
qué parte?
I'm from Ajuntas originally.
Oh, yo soy de San Lorenzo.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Between Nikki and Dino, never have I ever fallen asleep during sex.
Oof. Oh. Oh.
I'm not gonna admit it.
No, I fell asleep. I was pretty much taken advantage of. So that's why I fell asleep. I was drunk.
I have also just had some bad sex, but whatever.
Did you fall asleep during
I
sex?
have
or after?
literally fallen asleep on a dick. I'm sorry. That sounded
Wow.
awful. I am sorry. That sounded awful.
Wow.
Call him out,
That-
dude.
If you could cut that, that'd be great.
It's live, boo.
It's live.
I hope the person just don't name the person so that his other suitors won't know.
Nah, we played a game like this, and he said, "What's the worst you ever had?" And I had to make eyes with him, and he was like, "Shit, seriously, it was bad." So he
Alright,
know,
but-
he know
but-
who
but-
he is.
All right, take your shot though. You don't
I
get out
already
taking your
did.
shot.
I
She-
already did.
I did not
Yes,
see
she
you.
did. Yeah, she
I did.
did. I saw her.
Do I put 10 back up, or am I done?
No, you're done because
Okay.
you're gonna win again anyway. All right, I'm playing. All right. We're going for a second. We're gonna do 3 people, and we know Dino is about to be next. All right. Never have I ever had sleep paralysis. You know how like you sleep and you feel like you can't really move.
Yep.
All right. No, you on 1, Dino. You had 1 left. Don't try to
Here
come
we go.
up with 10.
Here we go.
All right.
I thought we did not put back up 10. Do you know
Yeah,
you
no,
can't put
he
back
is
up
not
10?
putting up 10. He on 1.
No, you're done. You're done. You're out like me.
Oh,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
have pariasis? Okay,
Yeah,
where's
that's
your
what I'm
shot?
saying. Agua.
All right, that's fine. Let me see you take your
Paralysis is a
agua.
bitch.
All right. Now we got it. We have another one. Okay, we got 3. Okay, Mickey has 3. Howie has 6. Denise has 6.
7.
No, I got 7.
7.
Catch
yeah.
that thumb.
So it's like down to me and you, but I have a feeling.
I mean, Howie is like a monk, and then Denise is like a nun. The hell?
How many do you have?
2.
2. Okay.
2. All right.
You're just not asking the right questions.
Exactly. Thank you, Howie.
These are Oprah's questions. Thank you very much.
Oprah's?
Oh shoot.
This is Oprah's descent. Oh goodness, I am bad.
Oprah says 75, the 75 best. Let me look at this. Never have I ever. Question.
Oh, we could do better though. We could do better.
All right. Never have I ever deleted a post on social media because it didn't get enough likes.
I mean, I was a teenager, you know.
Oh, yeah, no, fuck that. They don't like my shit. Fuck them. Move on. All right. Never have I worn someone else's underwear.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
All right. Never have I ever gone to a strip club.
Mm-mm.
Seriously?
You never been to a strip club?
Mm-mm. Nope.
What?
Never been.
Let me take my shot.
It's not classy enough.
Oh. It don't matter if it's classy, honey. It's got to be an experience. You gotta
Yeah.
So okay, wait. So
Yeah.
we're gonna go to 4 people because we have enough people. All right. So how many fingers did you have up, Mike, Mickey?
I still got one finger up. I was just thirsty.
All right. Howard, you have 3 or 4?
4.
4. By chance, are you in a fraternity?
No.
All right.
Denise got 5.
Denise, how many you have?
5.
All right. Never have I ever binged an entire series in one day.
Okay, but that's not like a fair question. No, because some series are very
Doesn't-
short.
Does not
Oh, that's
matter.
true.
Put that
Sure,
man
I
down.
am. I will skip that because I'm pretty sure you binge FCL.
FLCL is only
Okay.
6 episodes.
All
That's
right.
not fair.
All
It's
right,
like
then I'll
watching a
skip
movie.
that. I'll skip that one.
I'm
'Cause
still
you
putting the finger down though because I dead ass I have. But I just wanted to make a big fuss about it.
Well, I've had 2, so I'm going to put it down.
What
Howie,
series?
between you and me? Me?
Yeah.
Friends, all of them.
No, you
I-
no. You can't watch the entire series of Friends in one day. That's
I
impossible.
sit there and watch Netflix. Ask my 11-year-old and then
Okay.
watch
For 24
Friends.
hours
a
straight.
whole lot of them.
Entire series.
Okay,
No,
so-
no,
I think
not
it's
just
enough.
Friends.
I
I
think
do a
it's
whole
enough.
lot.
Fun fact for Denise. Okay. Denise thinks she speaks Korean.
Yeah. No, I don't think. I speak.
Okay, let me tell you. She thinks she speaks Korean because all she looks at currently are Korean shows. And she swears she knows all of the words that they're talking about.
Okay.
Okay.
Is Terrace House one of those shows?
Well, that's Japan.
Okay, I'm just asking.
So
No,
I just
no,
want
no,
to.
no.
Have you watched the Kims? Have you watched the Kims?
Yes, the convenience store.
Oh,
yes.
me and my kid love that. But no,
I
she's
love
the
them
same way
too.
about Japanese. She's convinced she knows Japanese. But Kim's Convenience, bomb. And
It is so
convenient
good. Yeah.
And Canadian.
Yep.
I want to clarify that last one, binging a series in one day. The question is asking, have you ever binged the entire series in one day, right?
Wow.
Not a season, series.
The entire series. Friends is 88 hours and 30 minutes start to finish.
Well, it's not
You
Friends,
can't.
but I will sit there. I said Friends just because Friends, I used to watch it on Netflix
All
until they took it off.
All right.
But I will literally sit there and watch Netflix.
Okay,
For the entire day.
so Mickey, so we also have a book club. I would tell you that I told Denise to join this book club on Tuesday at noon. I gave her the book, right? We had already started reading it like 3 days before.
Uh-huh.
6 p.m. She was like, I finished this book. This book is good. And I'm like, chick, we only on
Fuck yeah.
page 50.
Oh my gosh.
And I
Right.
do it throughout work. Like I will sit here and I will have the TV on. And then if we're in a meeting, then I'll pause it and then I'll keep on. And Howie, don't you dare say anything. But that's exactly what I do.
I'm telling it.
No, you're not.
You're gonna go tell the boss? Fuck that. No,
All
that's
right.
awesome.
So now we are down between Denise and Howie. 4 and 4. All right.
Wait,
Yep.
hold on. I got a question.
Yes.
Did I win or did I lose?
You lost.
You lost.
Fuck.
You lost first.
I'm
You're
pretty
the
sure
first
I
one.
won.
You're the
because
first
isn't
loser,
The
and
gold
I'm the
catch
second.
buzz? No.
First place loser.
The goal is to be what did Howie say?
The
Classy.
classiest.
The classiest.
I've been out a long time.
So let's see who is saint and who is sinner. Let's go.
all right,
let's
all right,
see.
let's do this.
All right.
4 to 4.
Never have I ever pretended I was sick for attention. Okay. Y'all boring. All right. Never have I ever thrown a drink at someone. Okay. Never have I ever role played.
How is that a question?
Well, I
Everything
mean, I'm
ends
gonna put it down because
Never have I ever made up a story about someone who wasn't real.
I'm an author. Come on.
I did that all the time. I'd be like, look, my cousin is sick. I gotta go see him. I need off from work.
I need the
I
day
ain't had
off
a
work.
cousin.
Excuse me.
All right. Never have I ever given or received a lap dance. Okay. Yeah, I'm about to say, bruh.
And these are from Oprah?
These are from Oprah. Oprah said it.
Been wild.
All right. Never have I ever wanted to be on a reality TV show. Okay. Never have I ever ate an entire pizza by myself.
What size are we talking about here?
Yeah, they got those individuals. There's only 4.
Not individuals. It has to be at least a medium
a
or
pie
large.
thing, no.
medium.
Mm-mm.
Medium. Yeah,
I
medium.
can't
got
do that.
like-
All in
I
one
did that
sitting?
16?
yesterday.
Oh, I,
Oh,
I,
I
did
can't do
I
that.
can eat a whole pizza by myself, a large. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
I'm,
Mickey, you
I'm there
did
with
not.
you.
A large?
I've eaten 3. I haven't. I'm not saying I've eaten all 3 of the pizzas by myself, but I have eaten 3 different pizzas in the last 2 days.
Fuck.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I
love
cannot
pizza.
eat
Fuck
more
that.
than 2 slices of a medium. Cannot do it.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. We're not friends. All right. Never have I had to take a walk of shame. And I think they're talking about like, sex, one night stand, and then you leave.
Yeah, that
afterwards.
means you go to the person's house and have to go back in the same clothes.
Yes.
Oh no.
And they
Walk
still got
of
2. What the
Hold on.
fuck?
So and basically, okay, so let's say this. Saturday night, you meet someone, y'all go home, and then Sunday you leave that person's house and you wear the same clothes that you wore Saturday.
Yeah, so you gotta walk down.
Howie, you better
gotta
put
There
that
you go.
finger down,
There you
Howie.
go. There you
damn
go.
straight. Damn straight. I knew you weren't that good.
Yeah, here we go over here.
Hey,
Like,
moral relativist here. I think he's still good. I think
Not
you're
that.
good.
No, I'm not saying he's not good.
Let's
I'm
go.
saying he's not that good.
It's
I don't
true.
know. We'd have to ask
Good.
Sunday.
All right.
It is
All right.
Sunday, motherfucker.
Never have I ever regifted a gift.
No, I done that.
I've never done that. I thought that was tacky. No,
I've
I
done
think
that.
that's tacky.
It's not tacky. Emily Post says once it's yours, you can do whatever you want with it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And if
sure.
someone else can appreciate it, give it to someone else.
That's,
No, that's
right.
tacky.
If some white woman says it's okay, do it.
Yep.
All right.
Like
Never
you.
have I ever sang karaoke. Exactly. I'm about to say, if you don't put that.
Howie, you haven't done that?
Karaoke,
Howie,
you
put that
pee.
finger down.
All right, then both of y'all need to
I
take a
won.
shot.
I won.
The hell?
I
Y'all
know,
sit up-
Howie.
I won because you put yours down before me.
No,
You
no.
remembered first.
Technically, right?
All right. So now, since we're at the end, so tell us, how did you all? So you're in British Columbia, you in Atlanta, you never moved out of Atlanta. How did y'all like connect?
We are part of a secret. It's a secret
Reddit
subreddit.
subgroup.
Subreddit, yes. And we met on there. And I don't know, we kind of got to know each other via random comments. But somebody on there started a D&D game. And I had never played before, but I've
Do not
always
disturb. It's D&D.
Wow.
Dungeons and Dragons. So sorry.
Wow.
I thought you were old and I figured you would know this.
My nerd heart.
Oh, Dungeons and Dragons. Yes, I know that
Yes.
game. Okay,
My
okay,
nerd
okay.
heart hurts.
Okay,
So this guy organized this.
but
Christmas
D&D for me
Dungeons
is
and
like
Dragons.
do not disturb. I'm sorry, I
No.
forgot.
But anyway, so he organized this. We all went on it, and I think Mickey was impressed with my D&D skills, even though I had never played. And so he picked me up for a Savage Worlds campaign, which is another tabletop game that is like D&D because we're giant nerds. And that's how we got to know each other.
Mm-hmm.
And we've become very close over the last few years because of these games.
Yes,
So
we're on
rude.
a happy hour. You want to
So
say hello
rude.
to the people?
Hello,
Hi,
people.
Christian.
Christian is saying hello. Say hello so you
Christian.
can hear you.
I was expecting you.
He is visiting his family. How is your visit with your family?
It is great. I was just calling to say hi to the peeps.
Aw, miss
We
you.
say hi back. You tell him we say hi.
Geez.
They say hello, sir.
Tell him I miss him.
I'll let you go.
All right.
And then, yes, I'll tell you tomorrow.
All right.
All right, bye.
All right. Peace.
Peace. I was really looking forward to meeting Christian.
He's a sweetheart.
He's not trying to. He said he's not getting paid on. So,
You're not paying us.
That is what I said.
I'm paying y'all
You
with
gotta-
value. Like, think about this. It's like people are watching you and seeing you and hearing
For
you.
sure.
Like,
You got to understand, though, I have somebody vying for my job. I have this wonderful person named Kyle who is determined to be Mickey's co-host. And he thinks that, I don't know, Kyle and Mickey goes better somehow. I don't know.
No way. I mean,
No
look,
way.
did you meet him through D&D
We sure
subreddit
did.
too?
I sure
Yes,
did
we
through
sure
our
did.
secret subreddit. He is a wonderful person and I love him to bits, but he cannot have my job.
like who here knows just how close you can get to somebody without ever having actually met them in person? Because that is a thing.
That I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now I will say that offline, I want you all to teach me about Reddit. Like we do episodes with Reddit because we like to, like, you know how people be on there and asking for advice.
Yeah.
So we take their advice and then we give them advice on the podcast. But even when I like posted this, like folks want to come and join, like I had all these nasty grams. It's like, you put this on the wrong Reddit stream. And
Oh,
I'm
fuck yeah.
like, you need to put this on this subreddit. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, it's so difficult to navigate through.
So
They will downvote you to hell.
So wait, now hold on. Am I wrong in assuming Christian is the youngest member of the cast here?
You are not wrong.
Yeah, he's the youngest.
But I would tell you, let's be clear, I am the most socially inclined and technologically inclined out of all three.
Mhm.
Really? Like he doesn't even know Reddit. You need to get somebody else on board that knows Reddit.
No, even my son
Reddit-
doesn't. My son doesn't like Reddit. I mean,
That
Reddit
makes
is a big. Reddit is difficult. Like you have all these subgroups, and then you have like this like.
To
I'm
be
gonna use
fair,
the word
I have been on Reddit for
halt,
a decade,
Same.
for a full fucking 9.5 years or something. So for a fucking decade. I'm sorry, I'm cursing every other word.
It's okay. I curse all the time. Fuck that shit.
Yeah,
It's
he
the
does.
whiskey. It's the whiskey. Anyway,
It's
I
a
have
swear
been on
jar.
I have been on Reddit forever, and I still don't understand it. The rules are different per subreddit, and I moderate three. I moderate 3 different subreddits, and every single subreddit has different rules. And depending on what you post when, you will either get downvoted to the point that your karma doesn't qualify to post.
Yeah,
any
your
other
karma. They
subreddit.
take away your karma.
That's right.
I'm like,
Or
what the
you
hell?
will get upvoted for no reason and you don't understand it at all. Reddit is a weird thing.
So
How are we, Dino and Denise? Any of you all use Reddit?
Yep.
No.
So I just started using Reddit. I'll probably say within the last 3 years. I've been in IT for over 13 years. So for me to say that I just got on Reddit 3 years ago is a long time.
Honestly, if you're in IT, Reddit is very helpful. I know my father works in IT and whatnot. He doesn't use Reddit, but what he does use Reddit as, he'll go on Google and he'll type a question and then put Reddit at the end, because he knows that if he does that, he's going to find somebody explaining it in layman's terms or laying it out very clearly somewhere on Reddit.
Explain like I'm
Oh.
You know
5.
what's funny about Reddit though? Reddit is the most social, non-social platform you can get.
Can you say that again? Social, non-social
Non-social.
platform.
But what I
Yes.
mean,
Kudos, got it.
what I mean by that is like for content and topics and people you're trying to meet, Reddit is a good place to go because you're already gonna get the smart asses, if that makes sense. So it's like if I'm gonna hunt or if I'm looking for data, it just depends on what I'm looking for.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Reddit is a wonderful resource, but you need to know what you're getting yourself into going in. You need to
Yeah.
understand, you need to read the about sections of every single subreddit you attend, because the rules are so different. You are gonna get shit on half the time and you're gonna get promoted half the time, and you never know going into a subreddit which one that is unless
Yeah.
you go read every single, about section.
Yeah.
I've only been engrossed in two different communities on Reddit. Number one is the secret community that Nikki and I are in, and number two was I was studying to be an educator a while ago, and there's the subreddit Our Teachers, and that was the worst decision I ever made because half of them are super supportive, but the rest of them, which are they're the much louder half, are the ones that are saying, don't do it. You're going to want to retire in 5 years and go do some other job, and it was so disheartening. Some of the
It's
communities
really
in there are just so
different.
weird.
It really depends on which community you are into, because for me, I am the lead moderator on our book club. That is the biggest and first book club on Reddit. So every month we have a routine, and I'm the one who runs that. I'm the one who picked all the moderators below me. I'm the one who started the Discord server,
Do
all
y'all
that
get paid
shit.
for that though?
Fuck no.
Oh.
Sorry.
God, no.
I am so sorry. No, it is
It's okay
all
because
volunteer.
y'all take it very seriously though.
Yeah, we do. We have to.
Yeah.
Because we have to protect our community members. And the other two communities I moderate, and both of them I believe I started, are abuse communities. So they're there to support people who have undergone very hard times.
Yeah.
And we get predators who are like, oh, I'm looking for an abuse victim that I can further abuse. So
Yeah, that
moderators
makes
have
sense.
to be very serious.
Wait.
We have to be right there to support and protect our community members.
I'm glad you said that, Nikki. That speaks volumes for your content alone. But also think about this, Sean. Reddit is really specific, very specific. When you're looking for something unique that you don't think nobody has, look on Reddit. Somebody posted about it. Guarantee you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But the one thing I would say, and I think I've said this on several of the Reddit episodes we've recorded, like when it comes to like mental health and stuff, some of these people are very cruel with their commentary.
Oh my goodness.
And it is very difficult to navigate. And then a lot of these people that actually posted questions, I feel like they're impressionable, they're younger, they take everything as truth.
100%. Yes.
Yeah, it is so difficult. And the thing that irritates me is this with Reddit. It's like I posted a comment about this, like come and join this, right? I got all this like, oh my God, you're the real Reddit, blah, blah, blah. But then you're not moderating these fucking predators who's going to talk to these vulnerable communities of individuals and trying to ensure that they're not receiving this negative type of commentary. Like I've seen one where the person was like, well, you should just kill yourself already. And it's like, that's what a moderator should be focusing on.
But you've got to understand that as moderators, we are not being paid. And we are having to moderate communities that are getting, I don't know, 15
thousands
to 25 posts in an hour. And so we have to jump on, and I am a mother, I am a wife, I am a active part of my community. I have this podcast. I have, this is a job. And then in addition to that, I'm an author. So I'm writing books and trying to get that published and shit. I've got a whole life outside of moderating these communities for free.
Yeah.
So if you don't report, if you don't let me know that there's a problem, I can't do anything.
Yeah.
You know?
But as a newbie, I don't know that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And yeah, so that's the thing. Like I didn't know that you all didn't get paid. I thought it was like real, because some of these people take this shit
no.
very seriously. Like they'll
Yeah.
kick you, they will delete your comment like out of
And we
like
have to.
immediately.
Well,
We
because
have to.
it's not only just that you have to, but you also got to think about you're not attacking that person, you're attacking the community. So if they
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
say
yeah.
nothing, they already are gonna bash your subreddit.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Because
saying?
even
So
one
it's
little thing,
Yep.
let's say somebody posts on, is this abuse? And in my communities, two of them are very abuse focused. So we are
Right.
trying to help people who are in abusive situations to get out of those situations. And so they may post 10 times a day, is this abuse? And so some of our members want to go in and downvote those or respond with really snarky replies. And I may catch 5 of those, but if there's 10, I can only do so much.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reddit is a very strange beast the way
Yeah.
it is. And I
Yeah.
really wish that somehow the admins would put in some sort of safety for our people. But in a
Yeah.
lot of
No,
ways,
that
they're
makes
not.
sense.
They're opening chat rooms where predators can jump right in and just be like, hey, child who is suffering from abuse, I'm a safe older figure. Let me be there for you. And then they take advantage of that.
Yeah.
And so Reddit is not safe. And anybody who is using Reddit needs to know that. But they can also go to the moderators of most communities, and the moderators are safe. And they
Yeah.
will take steps to make you safe if you let them know there's a problem.
Mhm.
Then on top,
Generally
yeah.
speaking.
Generally, yes.
Because the moderators aren't, the admins of Reddit don't choose the moderators.
No.
It's the people who create the people who create that subreddit, because you can create whatever subreddit you want, right? The people who create the subreddit initially are the moderators, and then they choose a team. Now, if the subreddit goes inactive for long enough, somebody can petition to take over as a moderator for an inactive subreddit. That's a whole nother story, but you don't know who the moderators are.
Not at all.
Time.
And even well, you know, because there's a list, but even if you
but I
know,
mean,
you don't know what they believe.
that's right.
Yeah.
I
So
mean, you don't
even
know
if
them as a
they're-
person.
Right. So even if they're there and part of a subreddit that is supportive or supposed to be supportive, that particular moderator could be a bad person. Always, for those of you who use Reddit, always message the moderators in like as a whole using the message the moderators button, and never message a moderator individually, because you never know who you're reaching.
Mhm.
Come on,
Sorry.
information.
That got really serious.
No, it's fine. All
Are
right.
you familiar at all with SharePoint, Sean? Or no?
SharePoint
Yes.
from Microsoft?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, if you understand the way the libraries and files hang up, that's Reddit for you.
That's Reddit.
Because
Yeah.
you know how every library has its own permissions. So you can just
Yeah.
break it down.
No, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense.
What
All
an
right.
interesting way to explain that.
Exactly.
I've never heard of
And
it.
actually a clear way to explain. Not saying that Nikki, your way wasn't clear. It was definitely clear.
Nikki, you're drunk as hell. Can you just like step back for a second?
No, stay there, boo.
I
I
am
like
not.
it.
I am not drunk as hell. I
You're-
am slightly more than buzzed, but I did just pour a new drink. So
Well, good job. I like you already. See, I could, if I was in BC in the cold, I'll come over. Okay.
it is gonna
But,
be
you know,
it is gonna be awesome when we
I'm
have
not
you
there
on
right
our
now.
on our cast. You, and then I want
That's
one with
right.
Denise. Denise, will you do it? I'm gonna get you on record right now.
Yes, of course.
Yes, Mickey, you see
Yes.
that? We got Denise.
Woo! I am so
be
down.
awesome.
I am so down.
It'd be
We just had
awesome.
our first guest on the cast for our last recording last week.
He was an author and he
Yeah,
was
all the time,
very
like-
good.
Yeah, Varden.
Varden
What a
Frias.
that was a lot of fun. Varden Frias.
Varden
Yeah.
Frias. If anybody wants to pick up his book.
Nice. What is it about?
Oh, he is a horror Horror. Did I say that right?
Horror. He's a horror.
See, when you were saying war, Denise, I'm pointing at you. I'm pointing at you like you can see me. You, when you were saying war, that's how I feel saying horror.
I can't say it.
Oh, you remember when you were talking about from the 13th episode? Remember we were talking about
Yeah. But he's a horror author, but he does a lot of different stuff. He has a lot of blogs, stuff on steampunk. He educated me about steampunk using one of his articles. You follow Barden M. Frias on anything. A lot of his stuff, he'll put it on sale or on free on Amazon. Great author. I have known him since college for about a decade now. Great person.
Nice. Is he in the States or in Canada?
He is in the States. He's in California, Southern California, where I'm from. Great person, though. Great person. Not up here.
Nice.
Yeah. Californian author.
All right. So this happy hour has actually lasted for over 2 hours.
It was fun though.
Look at Howie. Howie's like, bruh, if y'all don't shut this down, like I got stuff to do. What did he say? He said, let me make sure I get the names, the ages right. I got 50-year-old and 2 like 10-year-olds. All right.
See, we've been on this so long, but I'm having so much fun. Like my hospital called, they had a heart, and I was just like, no, I'll just skip it.
Oh my gosh.
No.
No, so I was really worried because I mean, I know the dynamic of Denise. I know Christian dynamic. I know how we interact. And so then adding all these other people, I was like, I don't know how this is gonna go. I'm like, I don't want them to be bored, but it was fun. Like it was organic. Like everyone had the opportunity to say what they had to say. And we had some controversial issues, but positive discussions about those controversial issues.
Yeah.
Which I think matters. Like no matter what political scheme you go with, like right now, our climate is so like one way or no way. And this was a breath of fresh air. Like we all have different views and different points of contentions or beliefs. And so I'm just glad that you all shared it. Honestly, it was awesome.
Sean, me personally, I would like to thank you for just having me as a guest. I know, and like I said, I really appreciate the opportunity because you're taking the rust off of me. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing that you just let me pop in here. And I'm just very happy. And if there's anything I can help you guys with, like I said, I'm an IT guy, jack of all trades. So you just yell at me, and I'll be your guy.
Excellent.
If you're interested, get a hold of us. We may be able to use your services, Denny. I can shoot you my
Dino. She been over here with this swear jar.
I am so sorry. I looked at the name and I saw an E at the end. My bad.
It's okay, man. I got the cheese sweats going on. So
this
you
swear
gotta
jar
understand,
is
I've had a lot of whiskey. This is my third, so forgive me. But for sure. For sure, though, Sean, you have been wonderful. Thank you for hosting us and letting Happy Not Crappy be an episode on your show. We really appreciate you.
No, it's fun, honestly.
And we look forward to hosting you in exchange. We would love to have you on, and Denise as well. Denise, please promise me you will be a guest. Please,
I will definitely.
Wow, Sean.
Thank you.
Sean, you hear that?
I know it's like she did
excited.
the please. She was just like, okay, Sean, thanks for like using your Zoom. Thank you for doing the link. But we really want Denise on. So
you don't understand.
If we only can have her and you have to be on, then fine, come on through.
No.
That's why the editing pays.
Two different episodes. One with Sean and one with Denise, where you and I are gonna just be sisters, honey.
Yes.
I mean, we can do the one, we can do the other, we can do both, right? We can have them both on at once.
Can we have everybody on?
Yeah, of course.
Duh.
Everybody bring a good news episode and just see what happens. That's the thing about our show, though. We don't.
That'll be fun.
Any of that other stuff.
No, but it's good. Like it forces you to think about positive. Like I saw an Instagram post that was trying to change like 2020. You know how everybody is saying like 2020 is like the death of the world, blah blah blah. And then someone posted something that basically said, look, let's change the perspective. 2020, you were able to accomplish and overcome all these challenges and blah 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 blah.
Fuck yeah.
That's how I look at your podcast.
That's what we try to do. We have, I came out with my book in 2020. I'm trying to get an agent, but it's ready to go. I wouldn't have had the time to get my book ready had I not had the pandemic. And you put that into perspective, we see that more Americans are engaging in nature and appreciating nature than they ever have in their entire lives. They didn't even realize that was a thing. There are positives coming from this tough year that we have to appreciate.
Yeah,
I agree. Yep.
I agree.
All right.
All right. Well, I appreciate you all being on. Howie, it's been a pleasure. Don't make this your first and only stop.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, appreciate y'all. Definitely, you and Denise hosting me. I tune in to the podcast. I definitely want to support my girl. And yeah, I'll be looking forward to hearing more. And yeah, definitely being a guest on one of the episodes.
Yeah, definitely. Dino, it's been a pleasure meeting you, kind sir. We will stay in contact. After this, I'll send you my contact information so we can make sure that we are we have the right information, so we won't just have to go through the Reddit, and then therefore I won't have to go through the moderators and they be like, nah, you got to get downvoted.
I got you.
Mickey and Nikki, it has been a freaking pleasure.
We are so happy to have been here.
And then I definitely, when we connect again, I definitely want to hear about your cousin who you outed on your episode about him not wanting to marry the person he was supposed to marry. And then he decided he was going to marry because it was just like the right thing to do. Like, you just can't out people out like that. And then and just say, oh, well, he don't listen anyway, so I'm just gonna put his business out on Front Street. You can't be doing that.
And then she gets on to me. Wait until this episode drops in. She gets on to me for saying, they're not gonna listen anyway. She goes, stop saying that. They're gonna listen. Everybody's gonna listen. I'm like, all right.
It's been a thing. It's been a thing.
Sorry. I could go rant.
He don't listen. His fiance don't listen. They're okay. I can just tell.
It's not a thing.
Yeah, no, you can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. All right. So it's been a pleasure. We would definitely all connect again, and so we appreciate it. Denise, anything you want to say before we go?
No, thank you, everyone. It was a pressure. It was really good. Sorry, the jets are passing by. I live by. I don't know if you guys can hear them.
I can hear them.
Yeah, sorry.
She don't have a soundproof room. Who does that?
Dino, I live next to a base, a military base.
No, I got it. I was just gonna say, I thought you were gonna give me some bad news about my team. I was like, they 0-8 already. I don't want to hear nothing else.
0-8? Fuck. That's bad.
Wait, what team is that?
The Jets.
Oh,
At least my team has won some games. Fuck.
Yeah, you should just.
But my team doesn't win games in decades. We try to go for 20 years. That's about it.
Yeah,
y'all try to set records, meaningful records. That's what you're saying.
So give them 20 years and we'll see them win a couple.
Yeah, we'll see if we still podcasting in 20 years. Then we'll talk about it.
We will be.
All right, so it's been a pleasure. Make sure y'all stay safe, stay warm, stay positive, and if you don't drink, make sure that you continue to drink, listen, and converse. Tagline, gotta put it in there. Peace.
Great.
Good night, guys. Bye.
All right.